Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Happy New Year. And the stool, after a week plus apart, is back together in studio. This is nice. It was a little bit of chaos the last couple days in terms of my world. Bill, thank you for holding it down. Monday, Tuesday. Sip was, of course, in Vegas since last Friday.
Sip has been on the show for over 10 days.
It was
been 10 days.
our last time together was Christmas Eve. That was a while ago.
That's a while ago.
That was over a week ago, but here we are.
That is weird. The stool is back together. Thank God.
and your voice sounds like it's back, Sip, to a certain
My
extent.
legs are weak, but my voice is fine. I don't know what's wrong with my legs. Greg said, though, you can do radio without legs.
What happened to your legs? What do you mean your legs are bad? Too much walking in Vegas or what?
I don't know.
Were you ziplining there in Vegas? Huh?
No.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
That wouldn't affect your leg.
Okay. So there's a lot of ziplining going on.
Ziplining. No, but McVeigh said you can do radio without your legs. It's a good point.
Still throws me that his name's McVeigh.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's missing tooth, Greg.
Yeah,
That's what it is to us.
We all have him in the phone. In our phones is someone different. In my phone, he's toothless.
You can remember by who's the guy that blew up the federal building? Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah, I'm sure that Greg wants an association for sure for his life. It's great.
It's gonna kill me. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, guys, for your patience, and it is nice to be back with the stool. The stool's back together.
Yes, we have a new producer. We got Connor back there. We got Nick Holt helping out back over there too.
Are you ready for all that?
It's constant change.
Well, I've
Bill's
been
not ready for
no, you don't like
dumb question.
Still wondering why Josh isn't here. Every day I drive in.
How's
Josh,
young Ben at?
Where's young Ben? Where's Josh? Has anyone seen Bella?
Still wonder why Josh.
Ellie? Yeah.
Josh went AWOL on us. He stopped showing up.
Well, he doesn't work here anymore.
Yeah.
So
he's got his own career. He lives in Florida. But still every day. But every day I'm still wondering, I wonder if Josh will be here today.
What the hell, Jake? He doesn't show up anymore because he lives in Florida.
He betrayed us and left us. Okay. We'll move on.
Oh, God. And what else? Oh, geez. Idle chit chat. I ran into some people from Denver that love idle chit chat.
From Denver?
Yeah, they were standing in line yesterday. You run into a lot of people that like. This sounds pretty bad. I'm going to say though, you run into a lot of people that like the show.
There's the guy in the press
and
box.
You're just shocked. What? The first thing I always tell people that love the show, love the. I'm always like I'm like thank you.
Why?
I do. Yeah, thank you.
Why do you listen? But the lady made it a point to say she likes idle chit chat.
Well, we also had a guy in the press box listen to the show from
Tim Peters.
What happened?
A guy that works in the press box at Allegiant Stadium listens to the show. He's no Nebraska ties, right?
No, I gotta make sure I got his name right.
It was Tim, and he talked to us in the press box. He said, "Listen to the show for years, love it." And
Tim
he lives
Peters.
in Vegas.
Yeah,
You're telling me he has no ties to Nebraska?
Why does he listen?
Well, because he does. He kind of adopted Nebraska football as his team in the 90s.
Okay.
But he's not from here.
No, he's not from here.
Tim Peters, thank you.
Yeah, Tim.
We've branched out into Vegas.
We have.
And then
he runs the stadium.
Yeah, he runs the press box. He's pretty big in the press box.
Tim had a good sense of the way I am, and he said, "I'll show you from the press room back to the press box." And he escorted me.
He escorted you back.
Yeah. It was nice of him. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy, in fact.
So hold on. Now, you and Jake were side by side in the press box. This is brand new to me.
No, Sip was up there before I was, and then he was talking to Tim, and I was like coming to get some food. And Sip said, "Oh, there he is. There's Jake right there." I said, "What's going on?" And he was talking to Tim about how he likes the show. And then I came over and said hi, and I saw Tim random times throughout the rest of the game.
I think he was working for the bowl.
He was.
Yeah.
Did you have a seat, Jake, or were you like when I have to go to the game sometimes?
No, they actually had a seat for me. I was in the front row of
what?
On the same side as you were. Yeah.
You were out down the row.
Yeah, I was far right.
Did you have a laptop out?
I did.
No.
In the second half, I did.
You did?
Yeah, second half, I
Where
did.
did you get the laptop?
Well, I was working on the show
for somebody else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where'd you get a laptop at? Because hold it, you came to the game with
I
the
brought
laptop.
a laptop to the game in my backpack. I didn't pull it out to the second half because I was preparing today's show basically.
Jake did tell us that he did the rundown during the second half of the game,
and that was on.
This is all very.
I didn't. The laptop was not open until the second half. I just watched the game with my phone. The first, phone out to tweet. I didn't tweet to the second half at all. I just watched the first half.
Was there any scorched earth, Jake?
I sent two tweets out.
What did you send out?
I said in the second half.
Benign.
Yeah.
Benign.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
Just thought Nebraska missing some alpha presence. I said that.
That's pretty benign.
Nebraska was getting pounded and they weren't fighting back. Nebraska's missing an alpha presence or alpha presences on this team.
Swim was sitting. We'll get to that later. Swim was sitting next to you.
He was.
Oh, you guys are shoulder to shoulder.
At this point, Swim had not slept for nearly 36 hours or so. He does this show on Tuesday morning with Bill.
I told him right away. He goes, I might have to do my show after. I go, you can't do that. You'll be going straight to the game from the show then. So this is going to be not good. And no one listened, did they?
I just want to recap that kid because he's interesting. And Nick did the show with Bill on Tuesday the 30th. Woke up at 4:30 to get here. Went to Vegas. We got there about 3:00 in the afternoon Vegas time, and then I got there about 5:30. We met at the hotel, the casino, and I went to bed late. I went to bed at 12:30 for a 4 a.m. wake. 4 a.m.
That's
start,
rough.
which is dumb.
That's rough.
Which is dumb. But Nick did not go to bed.
He didn't go to bed.
He decided to keep winning, which he had a good night of gambling, went to the slots and kept winning. And so
slots
at 3:45, I was like, I better go upstairs and start to do the show here in 15 minutes.
At 3:45.
So he didn't sleep until he missed New Year's. He fell asleep about 9:30 on New Year's Eve, woke up at like 5:30, went back to bed, then woke up at 9 a.m. Oh. So he did not see the fireworks in Vegas, but
a big deal.
He made a lot of money gambling. Let's go with that.
What he did, I don't think, Bill, I don't know. Maybe you could do it. It would be impossible for me to do it.
I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even want to. I mean, if I would have gotten to Vegas about the time Jake did, about 5:30, I'd have thought, nice meal in bed by 9. That's what I'd have thought. Absolutely.
Had a steak that night. Went
get shrimp.
I did get some shrimp. Yeah,
he loves shrimp.
I had shrimp tacos on New Year's Eve too at the restaurant at the casino.
Nice.
But I went to I think it was called Blue Ribbon, like in the Cosmopolitan on the Strip.
Okay.
It was good.
Your storyline of you and Swim in Kevin suits in an empty casino on New Year's Eve was the most shocking thing of my life. I'm like,
Virgin.
There was no one there. There was absolutely no one at the casino where they were at.
A dying casino.
So I was told that hotel used to be the Hard Rock and used to be busy. I'm not sure when it changed hands to the Virgin, but compared to the casinos on the Strip and Fremont Street, I didn't get to Fremont Street this time. This felt like a Tuesday night at Horseshoe in Council Bluffs. That empty.
Oh, I know.
Seriously,
it's not good.
That empty.
It's not good.
There were people constantly, 24/7 at the tables. The dealers that just had no one for hours. I'm talking about hours. Sit down.
That's sad. That's too bad. It's not going to last.
I was waiting for one of them to just kind of nod off and fall asleep, but no, they stayed awake and they were waiting for someone to sit down.
Did you say that? Is that on the Strip or is it?
No, it's a mile south of the Strip.
Okay.
We walked to the Strip.
I
was
there.
Exactly
I
a mile.
Can't tell when I'm on the Strip. And sometimes you can't tell when you're on the Strip and when you're not. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was on the verge of, like, on the
I didn't know it was a mile off. That would have thrown me.
Yeah, it was a mile. Yep, a mile
off.
We checked. We did the put the watch on, and it was a mile from the Strip.
So that the reason you're talking about that was the media hotel.
Yes, that was. Yep, it was.
So, we didn't stay.
So there. Utah stayed there, and then the media.
Utah stayed at the Virgin.
Yes, Utah was at the Virgin and the media.
God.
Correct. Yes.
Did you talk to any of the Utah fans?
Or
coaches or
after I went.
Team?
I did the show Friday morning. On basically 2.5 hours of sleep. I went down to get a coffee after the show and ran into the son of the quarterbacks coach for Utah.
Okay.
And he was a very nice guy. He said he's likes that his son works there because he gets free tickets to games. But I get that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time too. Guess he used to play. He played quarterback at Utah State back in the day. He had a severe injury.
Huh, do you have
I didn't get the last.
Not that
name.
you know the history of Utah State football.
Well, he did coach there though.
I'd have a pretty good feel for some things.
They don't make you like when you go as an assistant.
I'm not
they
a
don't-
historian.
They don't
You
make you
take a quiz.
They don't.
No, they don't make you take a quiz.
I wondered a little bit. I mean,
Yeah. Also, you get hired by like Florida. Okay, let's go over here the Spurrier era. Let's go over this. Let's go over
What
this.
do you know?
Spurrier? We should know this, by the way. Who was it?
What?
Who was before Spurrier? We should know this.
Was
Come
it,
on.
Was it Hall?
Yes. I'm gonna say Galen Hall.
Galen Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
I would not have had that.
Sports. We're doing sports now.
Sports.
I didn't have that one.
I'm gonna make sure it's
Nice
Galen.
work on Hall.
Like I said, this is still idle chit chat.
It is.
But I'll get into it later. That I think it's the greatest. It's the greatest playoff game ever. And Sipple slept through it last night. I think Jake did too.
I did not see the end.
I
of
don't
the
know
game.
how you didn't see the end of that game.
We're tired.
That was
Well, I got back to Nebraska.
I don't
like
want to
9.
hear about it. This was old. This is Old Miss Georgia in the
I know.
in the playoffs in the
No, you're right.
quarterfinals. Oh man, the only game that would be better would have been Texas USC, Leinart Busch.
How late did it go?
It was pretty well. It got over 11.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. No.
That was
That was
11's not like how do I even get in tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, it's
Really,
11.
For me, I was
True.
not even. It wasn't even. I couldn't do it. It wasn't. But anyway, save it for sports.
Yeah.
Galen Hall's 85.
Yeah, we
right
will have plenty of discussion because I watched the other playoff games. I did watch the first half of Ole Miss Georgia, and then I was driving the rest of that.
We're going to
and then
count
went to
on
bed.
you to steer us
We
through
will.
that game. Galen Hall's 85. You nailed that, by the way. Galen Hall.
Oh, he's still with us.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the guy before.
Galen Hall.
Nope,
Yeah.
never heard the name.
I mean, for guys me and Bill's age, he was pretty big. Pretty big.
Okay.
It's Florida.
Yeah. God dang. Yeah. This is our wheelhouse.
I
Coach
told-
at Florida in 89.
I told Swim right away. I said, you guys are making bad plans coming home on New Year's Day. It's like
That's
there's 3
partially my
games
fault,
on.
Bill.
It's like, what are you guys doing? Just stay one more day.
Same.
Just
Same.
stay one more day.
I know.
Enjoy yourself a little bit.
No,
watch
it
some
bothered
games.
me. It bummed me
You
out.
could have went to sports books and watched the playoff games, which in the end there was one playoff game because the other ones were yawners. I enjoyed the Indiana game immensely.
That was great.
That was great just to see Siggs, and he does Jake Sorensen's all the time with the eyes up when he talks. He does the eyes up, but he's like, he's 64, 65 years old. And he had my favorite part was the quarter zip shirt
down.
was unzipped with
was
no
down.
shirt or anything.
I did wear a shirt.
You
I
did.
told you I was going to do it.
But it was incredible. Yeah.
Glasses
His
here.
glasses hanging there. It's like,
What a look.
yeah, it was incredible.
He goes
Look.
quarter zip, no
shirt. And then that's okay. But usually don't unzip it.
No.
But he unzipped it.
Yeah, he's a dude.
He's
He's
so,
on a heater
I'm
that-
so glad you have finally joined us in this endeavor of loving Kurt Signetti because you pushed back
Oh,
for a
you
while.
hated
on
him. Oh, yeah. Siggs.
He's
oh,
a
yeah.
crazy.
Google me.
Google me. Yeah.
He can't get away from that if he's seven. He can't get away with his antics if he's 7 and 5.
He's 25-2. I repeat, he's 25-2 as the head
he can
coach
get away with
of
about
Indiana.
anything. I mean, he's on the heater of a lifetime.
I hope it never
If it plays out, I'm saying not say strong possibility, but they have a tough. I think Indiana's got a really, really tough matchup with Oregon, just for the fact that to beat someone twice when you have the talent's pretty even,
You're right.
that's hard. It's not hard to beat someone. Let's just say that that Oregon's playing Rutgers twice. It's not that hard to beat them twice. It's really hard when the things are even. But imagine if the storyline plays out that it's Indiana versus Ole Miss, no matter what, you have a storyline of epic proportion. You either have a deal where Signetti has won it all in the movies coming, or B, Ole Miss won it all and Lane Kiffin left the team.
Jeez.
I mean, if those two end up in the championship game, you have a slam dunk story of all stories.
Yeah, you're right. What would have to happen here? What would have to happen?
I was hoping there's a
Indiana
chance.
have to beat Oregon and Ole Miss have to beat Miami.
Ooh.
Both possible.
Yeah, very possible.
It's not like, oh, that's unheard of. Oh,
No, it's very
that's
possible.
right.
Yes, yeah.
It's very
They'll
possible.
both be favored, right? Indiana will be favored to beat Oregon, I think, by 4 or 5 points right now. And Ole Miss likely favored against Miami, I would think, right?
Yes.
That should be what the matchup is in the final.
I think they would be favored.
So it's got a chance. It's got a chance.
We'll get more of the playoffs as the show goes on. Anything else idle chit chat for you before roll call?
Yeah, you guys had a lot. I mean, you've been gone for
you've been gone
for 14 days. You've been in Vegas for like 6 or 7 of them.
Did you witness the zip line happen at all or no?
Okay. Can I tell you maybe the greatest text I've ever gotten from Steve Sipple?
I'd like to hear that.
I even called him. I even called him back. I called him back. Hang on, I'm pulling it up here. It was the day of the game, right, Steve?
This is New Year's Eve.
I was scrambled.
Wednesday.
It would have been Wednesday at about, I don't know. It was early. And so,
it was early. Yeah, you texted me early that day.
It's 9:14 a.m. local. 9:14. And that
your time or their time?
Our time, right?
So 7:14 your time.
I text one simple thing. What's today's itinerary? ? I'm going to breakfast, then the game. That was it. I'm going to breakfast,
that's simple and
then
concise.
The game. And I called him back.
It was funny.
I did. I go, hang on. He goes, hey, we'd already talked on the phone.
Itinerary?
Hey, that's just simple and it's concise. I like
it. We just
that.
said, I'm going to go to breakfast, then the game.
I'll go to bed. I'm flying home tomorrow.
It was so good. Where did you guys usually have where'd you have breakfast at? Where did you?
We had a great deal.
Was there a voucher? Did you get a voucher?
Yes, we had it was called the Titanium. We're at a Marriott.
Okay.
And the breakfast was because of Sean. Sean has all his points and all that stuff. So the breakfasts were free. And it was awesome. So it was.
Did you go to the concierge lounge or the M Club? Is that where you went?
No, we just went to this. It was a great place. It was they have a restaurant. They have a restaurant that's operational.
It's a restaurant in a Marriott. No way.
5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It was beautiful. No, the experience. We don't have to talk about it. But the experience was incredible. Like it was the Vegas experience for me was. I'm going to go incredible.
You told me at one point you might retire there.
I think about it.
You told me Tijuana before for retirement and other spots, maybe Shreveport possibly.
No.
No longer that's the case. Vegas.
Well, there's some other ones before those.
Okay,
but anyway, yeah, Vegas. I'd work at South Point. I have a plan.
I have a plan.
Yeah. I'd like to see that.
We don't have to talk about how we'll talk about that in days to come. I mean, but yeah, Vegas was incredible.
I didn't get much of a vibe for the crowd. Tell us about the crowd. Was it 45,000, 40,000?
38,000.
Yep. That still shocks me.
Not very good.
That
didn't break the record.
record.
That shocked me. It wouldn't be the record.
And the thing that was interesting to me was you seldom encounter this in a neutral site game, but Utah's fans were louder.
Were they?
Oh, they're loud.
There's more Utah fans in general there.
Yeah.
Had to be.
They're loud. Now, Nebraska fans
so the Nebraska fans didn't show up quite the number that at least I anticipated. Because I anticipated 25,000. There wasn't 25,000.
Well, it's impossible to say, though. Yeah, I don't think there's 25. Though. No.
I think it's telling about the fans' thoughts on this team right now, the program. If this was 10-2 Nebraska versus 7-5 Utah, you have a ton more Nebraska fans that were showed up, but they weren't exactly pumped up, I thought. And talking to Husker fans before the game, there wasn't much belief they could win the game.
No.
And there wasn't a lot of excitement for Nebraska football in that game, which is concerning.
Utah has a fan base.
They have a fan base. Oh no, they're crazy fun.
Yeah. And they're in it.
I remember being back at the hotel after we beat USC in the Vegas Bowl, and there was this lady, and her and her husband, and they were probably at that time maybe in their mid-30s, and she had basically a tape on her nose and a black eye, and I kind of knew them a little bit like that. They're there for the game, obviously. I'm like, what happened? She goes, got into it in the stands. The USC fans went through hands. They threw hands. This is a woman threw hands. Yeah, and she was all, and I'm just like, I'm looking at her. That's what I said. I go, what? And she goes, yeah, we were going back and forth, and finally it busted out into a full-fledged fight. So the security had to come, and she was just all beat up. I'm like, I go, what a story. Someplace I have a photo with me and her. I got a photo with her.
That's amazing. I don't live that life, but I know it gets crazy.
I don't think there's any fights at all this game between the fans.
An idle chit chat to add in. Me and Laura, we had a complete steak dinner before it was dark for New Year's Eve dinner. We went to Momo's. We were talked about in our seating.
Oh yeah, how
At
was
like
that?
5 o'clock, right? Bill?
5 o'clock seating at about 4:45. But so we get there and we're at the bar. We requested that because I knew the time of the day. I go. I want to be able to watch the game.
Yeah.
So we get there and the place is packed. I mean, it's literally packed. They basically have a seating at 5, 7, and
Yeah, it's always back there.
and it was packed. So anyway,
They
the
do
game
well.
is on, and there's like Nebraska fans there, and people are ordering and stuff like that, and it's whatever mid-third quarter, and no one's watching it. No one's watching the game. People make a few comments like, "This is not good. This isn't
Mid-third
good."
quarter.
And then,
It's over.
and then
It was.
with 5 minutes to go in the game, all of a sudden we're still watching the game. So then, poof, TVs are out, and so we say something to our very very nice wait staff.
Yeah.
The TVs are out. Yeah, I know. Management pulled it.
No.
In Momo's with 5 minutes to go in the game, management pulled the game.
They couldn't just switch to a different game.
No,
possibly?
they
Or just
pulled it.
TVs are off.
They said they pulled. They said
Wow.
enough's enough. And then
Yeah.
and we're kind of like, all right.
Called the dogs
and
off.
I would say this: there was nobody there. There was like, hey, can you turn the game back on?
Why would? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But it was
would.
just bizarre
Wow.
how that piece played out.
I mean, Dampier. We'll
Hey, it was-
talk about that.
yeah.
Oh,
That's out of Chit Chat, sponsored by friends at 738 Ag. Learn more today
Joey!
at 738ag.com.
What is Joey? What kind of a dog is he, Steve? What kind of dog is he?
I don't think I forgot.
He wouldn't be
been a while.
a water dog. He'd be
What? He'd be a dog.
would he be a dirt dog?
I like that one better, though. I kind of like that one better.
Dog.
He'd be a dog.
He's a dirt dog.
Dirt dog.
No,
Joey's a dirt dog.
Before I get
God,
to
it's been too long.
It's been too long.
We gotta take some
I
reps.
haven't seen you guys since Thanksgiving.
I know.
It's been Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I do a show. You're right.
I didn't
I
even
do a show.
We didn't even text yesterday. And
Not really.
I knew that you Yahoos hadn't watched the game because there wasn't one word. I even said, hey, can we move the show to 6 hours tomorrow?
Well, that was it.
silence.
I saw it this morning. I was asleep at that
out
point.
of it. Bill, I'm still out of it. I got to get into it.
All right, before I get to the football game, we what do we else do on Fridays? This is the first Friday
this is the
of the
call.
new year. What do we do on Fridays, Bill, after Idle Chit Chat?
Sometimes we do a call.
Roll call. Text
call.
us right now your
About
name,
swim.
your age, where you're listening from, and what fourth item do we want from the Breakers today?
Breakers today. One position. What do you want?
Mm.
One position in the portal. What
Oh,
is
in the
your
portal.
And this could go. This could go every. No.
Jeez.
Wow. Happy New Year over there.
This just shows a G-rated show. Or it was.
Okay.
God.
On that note,
Is this
402
what we're doing now?
You gotta hit me right as I said it.
464-5685. Text us right now.
Jake, roll up his sleeve.
Yeah. Hey, Elizabeth.
Get you.
Just get you going.
Get you going.
Roll mine up.
We got response here from the roll call. Kevin in Southwest Lincoln is here. He just says, good morning. Matt in Decatur says, hey, guys, welcome back. Haven't seen you guys since last year.
Hold on.
Yes,
Decatur.
got it, Matt.
Oh, is the bridge still a toll bridge at Decatur?
I didn't know that.
Used to be a toll bridge. When you drove across the Missouri River there, it was a toll bridge. They paid for that baby
Yep.
nickels at a time.
Please.
True story.
Please report back on that. That's still a toll
Oh, yeah, it's a
bridge.
toll bridge. And 100% is a toll bridge.
Dang it.
Also, another interesting note about the bridge at Decatur, they moved the river.
You've lived a
They
life.
built the bridge and then they rebuilt the river
Mhm.
and then they moved the river over under the bridge.
Okay, Sean Eagle, age 61, says quarterback out of the portal. Pete Chattanooga, quarterback. Leroy says
Most people say.
defensive end, age 38. Leroy. Reed from
Not
Des
a
Moines says quarterback. Tyjan Lincoln, stud nose tackle, age 54.
Not a
by
bad
the way.
idea. Not a bad idea. Zero
No, they're
nose.
gonna go. They're gonna go 4 down though, right?
What's up? I don't know. I have no idea.
They are 4-2-5. They were playing 4-2-5 in this game.
Thank you.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I
Somebody
was
told
gonna
me
say,
that.
Matt, age 52, says I'm sitting in the dry sauna. Defensive tackle. What we need
Tackle. Okay, there you go.
there.
It's not just
I'm
quarterback.
not reading
Steve.
that one from Hayden. That responds to
No,
your
you're right. You're right.
assessment of what Bill's question was. I'm not reading that response from Hayden.
What do you say?
Not reading it.
This is GPG.
That's X-rated. Boston Sports says 65 foggy walk and GI defensive end. Is what I'd like to see.
Foggy walk.
Levi North Platte defensive
That'd be
line.
kind of a good name for they have like, Ginger's corn.
Foggy walk.
I like that.
You can, yeah.
Tom in Rhode Island, 858 says, Head coach in the portal.
Well,
it's not probably going to happen, but I hear you.
they're not available in the portal.
Lou, age 80 in Orlando, says Happy New Year. Defensive lineman, GBR, also says that.
Okay.
Lou, age 80. Brian is working out at the YMCA in Beatrice. Says,
How about that,
he says,
Beatrice?
how about any lineman, offensive, defensive lineman?
Fitness.
To fitness and with size. Yes. You need big mass kicks ass.
Right.
Guilt
Fitness.
Nerd, age 40, D tackle. Bob and Lincoln, defensive tackle. Kristen Fremont, age 50. Didn't give me a response. He said good morning, basically.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Bearded Ben is with us, age 60. He wants, he says that's an unanswerable question. I want a whole new team, basically, he says.
Is Ben coming in today with donuts? I wonder. Let us know, Ben.
It's Greg coming in.
Yeah.
This is Friday, right?
It is Friday.
That threw me off a little bit. It threw me a lot.
What?
That it's Friday. It
I
feels
know.
like Monday to me.
It feels like
Oh,
it does
I'm
feel like
way
a
out
Monday.
of whack.
Yeah.
I'm so far out of whack, you wouldn't believe it right
I
now.
think we're in the same category. Eric and Hickman, age 58, defensive tackle. Husker Mike in Waterloo, quarterback.
The Lou.
Mike is a great man. Keep going.
Joe and Bowler says, Mass kicks ass so often, so defensive line.
Yep.
Wants
You
defensive
want a
line.
defensive line?
A whole defensive line, he says.
They need some help.
The Hammer is in Walton, fast twitch defensive tackle.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff and McCook says, just good morning. Bill and Bennett, pass rusher. Sandmaster says quarterback. Right now it's mostly defensive line and quarterback.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
DW doing fitness and Seward. Give me a
Come on.
defensive end.
Tell you one thing. Don't discount what offensive lines do. You see these offensive lines in these playoffs? Oh,
A little bit.
man.
I watched my
Joking. Let's say you heard about the playoffs.
Nebraska Auto Detail Joe says, age 41, mobile quarterback, please.
Mobile.
Chad in Omaha, a competent head coach in the portal, please. All right, that's not going to happen probably, but in terms of getting a new coach, the coach is sticking around.
That's kind of Freudian in a way. Go ahead.
Jimmy Lebanon, age 64, head coach, please. The portal.
Let's not do that.
Ron in Lincoln, defensive line, because Mass kicks ass. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Navy Brent from Bremerton says defensive lineman. Patrick
Navy
in
Brent's new.
Perth says another Sue, please. Yeah, that'd be great.
Jeez.
Imagine getting a Dominican Sue type player in the portal.
I'll tell you one.
Judy.
Of all the games,
Oh, yeah.
of all the games that we watch, and I'm watching. You're talking the Georgias and the Alabamas, and there's no one that remotely compares to what Sue was like.
You don't see it.
There's no one. I mean, there's some great ones. Oh yeah, probably a first round
Not
draft
even.
pick.
I don't. You can't think of anybody close.
No, someone go. That reminds me a lot. That's what Sue was like at his prime. Nope, that was
It's a great point.
one of the greatest players.
It's a great point. You don't even see it in
There's
the
not
playoff
one.
teams.
No, just take a look at Ole Miss. Do you see one there? Do you see a Sue on Ole Miss defense? No, there's not. There's not one on Georgia. They're really good. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yep.
They're really good.
You would think Georgia would be a team that
the
would.
team.
Yeah. Or Ohio State.
Yeah, or Ohio State. And Ohio State, again, you go, wow, probably first round draft picks. You don't see a Sue.
Not a Sue.
No.
He wrecked houses.
Jeff in St. Louis, quarterback, please, in the portal. Rick in Crevcoeur, Missouri, quarterback, please. Aaron, defensive end. Steve in Windsor, Colorado, quarterback. I'll go to YouTube real quick on this one.
Let's go to the tube.
To the tube.
Yes.
The tube.
Troy says Rock County defensive lineman from Nashville Husker. Albert says age 57 offensive line. He's in Lincoln, by the way. Lincoln listener.
Our first
nice
Lincoln
first
listener. Wow.
We got Cujo in Bellevue. Stud defensive end.
Sweet.
please.
We have Bellevue.
Yeah, Bellevue. JB in Dallas, linebacker.
Brad from Papillion.
Brad in Lincoln, left guard, age 40. He wants a left guard.
A left guard.
It's very specific.
How about
Gretna, please.
what kind of guard? Left.
Mark is in the Philippines right now. He said we need a player that can create an identity for the team and build around one specific player to build around.
Gotcha.
And then a couple more. That is Rosebud says offensive line, and Patrick from Firth said says quarterback.
So I wonder what's your number one priority, Jake?
We'll assess that later on the show. How about that?
And we keep kicking the can down the road.
We kind of I've got rundown items.
Yeah,
I'm trying to got a plan.
I didn't
here.
know that right now. We're not going to talk about any sports.
We're going to in a second.
And Ace Hardware.
That is Roll Call, sponsored by our friends at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards. Go see
Sarah.
Sarah, the spirit animal of Lincoln, just south of 48th and Holdridge. certainly
EJ's
great places are after New Year. This first Friday of the New Year.
lights are still
go
up.
to Madsen's.
Masses would be in downtown Vegas. They'd be Fremont
It'd be
Street.
Fremont
Yeah,
Street.
and it would do well.
It'd be incredible.
It would do very well. It would do very well. All right, Nebraska, of course, does play the bowl game. It was not pretty. 37 unanswered points at one point for Utah in a 44-22 drubbing of Nebraska.
Okay,
It was a good first quarter, and that's about it for Nebraska.
The first thing I've heard of that. 37 unanswered.
It was Nebraska led this game 14-7, and then it was 44-14. 37 straight points for Utah in the game before Nebraska had a touchdown at the very end of the
They
game.
got away from Nebraska in the second quarter. Nebraska started out, they did look good on offense. They're running it.
First two drives were great.
And then I don't know what happens with Dana a little bit. I think when they get off script, it gets a little predictable, I think. And they had 3 straight 3-and-outs. And 3 straight 3-and-outs. I think it was 9 yards, 9 plays. And then Utah began to assert itself. And then again, you could feel in the second quarter it just getting away from Nebraska. So it was off. I mean, defense and offense were. You hear a lot of talk about the defense collapsed. It was horrible. They gave up 535 yards. And the offense didn't help matters. Just didn't have much. There wasn't much to say. There's just not much to say.
No,
They didn't have much going.
No, it was it was hard to watch. The part that was interesting, I thought, defensively was
For who?
for Nebraska.
Yeah.
Was that because I watched a lot of Utah and it wasn't different. We knew going into it that the quarterback was there. It wasn't like, well, I'll go to hell. The quarterback's running the ball.
Nope.
He'd ran it all year.
Yeah.
He was
Devin Dampier.
He was the reason they were the number 2 rushing team in the country. Because he was going to carry the ball off of, again, design quarterback runs, quarterback counter, quarterback sweep, quarterback, you name it, they had it with him in some aspect of the game. And so that was, and you had a month to prepare for it. So that would be the part that would stand out a little bit. And then also was 44 points without their 2 tackles.
2 offensive tackles that are projected first rounders.
Yeah, Utah ran the ball for 225 yards this game. Dampier responsible for 148 of those.
Now,
148 for Dampier.
The little difference was 225. What did he throw for 310?
Yeah.
You didn't necessarily expect him to throw for 310. You didn't necessarily expect the tight end to get behind cover 2 on the first series. The tight end got behind cover 2. A white guy. I mean,
hey.
No, it's okay. I mean, he's running behind him. Mike, what's going on? They had problems at safety, Nebraska. I mean,
bad angles a lot of this game.
Yeah. Well, the secondary missed 8 tackles. Nebraska missed 13. The secondary missed 8 of them. One guy missed 5 on his own. I'm not even going to name him. So they had they had issues back there. But it's not just the secondary. They had issues all over. They didn't get much pass rush, although they did have 3 sacks. But it wasn't like you're like, ooh. I mean, Dampier's in trouble a lot.
I don't know the exact moment that changed the game, but I can tell you the one, in my opinion, that really started to put down.
Talk about this?
No, it was 14-7. Nebraska's up, and it's 3rd and goal for Utah from the 20. Okay, you're trying to hold it.
That's right.
And they score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And you just called a timeout before to try to get things lined up.
No,
Let's be on the same page. And he has
goal.
all day to throw. Finds the tight end of the end zone.
Beat Rhett.
Buchanan.
Yeah.
He beat Rhett.
And you're like, here we go. Yep. The defense is not going to make the stops to get today. And they did. That was part of 37 straight points for Utah. That was very unfortunate. And also, there's a 3rd and goal they had at the 9. And Dampier goes in untouched. He's going to run. Everybody clears out. He just waits for one block and boom, untouched in the end zone. That was right before halftime, too. 11-yard run.
When you don't have a second level to the defense, which that happens, there's calls that you don't have a second level, and that's what happened to them. They had no one on the second level. It was a 0 blitz, and when then there was pullers involved, and once that happens, gap changed, and then there's no way to overlap when there's no one off the ball. Is what happened. That was with 20 seconds to go in the half. So if you somehow stop them there, hold them to a field goal, okay, that's a win. You're down 20-14. Instead, it's 24-14. They get the ball in the second half, and you haven't made a stop in a while. So that's when really
Even though you're only down 10 at halftime, it's not over. It felt like it was
And
over,
then
and
what
it was,
happened?
and it was over.
Yeah, then they drove right out of the. Maybe you guys just talk about this.
So 10 plays, 75 yards to start the half. Okay, you're trying to find some response,
No, it was over then.
sign of life in the defense to get off the field and have a chance. And you're down 17, and here we go.
Dampier at that point, early in the third quarter, had 319 yards of total offense. That's what freaked me out. After that drive, Dampier already there's a whole half to go. Basically, he had 319. He was basically doing whatever he wanted at times.
There was a comment that it was interesting, and it made me and Laura chuckle a little bit. But it was when it must have been that drive, maybe it was the next drive when they scored. There was an OPI in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And so it got to 2nd and 25.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're driving to Momo's, and so we're listening to Damon Benning and the radio
Kyle
call.
Crooks, yep.
Yeah, we're listening to the radio call, and then they score.
They did.
And
They overcame that.
Benning very calmly says, he goes, I felt that the 2nd and 25 was statistically in our advantage.
They got a 19-yard gain.
Yeah.
Right away.
Right away. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
They hit number 9. Ryan Davis hit Davis for 19. Dampier, yeah. No, they not. I mean, I don't want to. People listening, there's not much positive to say here. I mean, it's just not.
What was the okay? So let's give us the fan part of it first. Jake, you're sitting there. Things now the score gets tied at 14-14.
Mm-hmm.
You and Swim are discussing things. What's being discussed?
Well, that was right when it would be the 3rd and 20 got for 3rd and goal for the 20 scores. This is not good for Nebraska. And at that point, Nebraska's offense was still moving,
in it though.
still moving the ball. And then the offense again stopped running the football. They tried to make Latif pass, didn't work well.
I think they had 5 straight 3-and-outs.
And I mean, Nebraska ran the ball so well those first 2 drives. Mekhi Nelson and Mosey both ran the ball very well. They scored twice and then went away from it. Either they thought Utah was going to stop it or they just wanted to get creative and pass. I don't know why they went away from the run, but they did. And that was the discussion. Say, what are we doing here in terms of offensively? We knew the defense was probably going to surrender a lot of points, but the offense showed those first 2 drives they had something, and then just went away.
It's kind of a point counterpoint type of thing. So I mean, obviously Utah made adjustments.
They did,
and I know that, and I know that Jay Foreman went back and rewatched the game, but right away I'm like, okay, if Utah plays exactly how they're playing with their front, and as I was watching them, I go, this was they lined up their first 2 series as Utah in their base of what they normally do, and then they made some changes, and they got Jay can answer even better for me. They got in some odd front stuff and did some different things, and then the point is that they're not going to just keep taking it where it's going to be like they're going to do something different
because they're getting ran on.
Yeah, they're going to do something different. They're going to say, okay, what are we going to do? So what is your answer? Yeah. What's your counterpoint? What are you going to do? Hey, listen, they're going to change up here. So now we have to go to what? What is our next run? What is our next phase that we have to do?
He didn't have an answer.
Rules said Sam asked him a good question. Did Utah make adjustments or did Nebraska just go away from what was working? Now, I will say this. I think it would be hard as a coach just to assess that on the fly after the game. You're looking at a bazillion different things. But he said they started zone pressuring us. And you just kind of have to win those plays is what he said. And I don't know if he's talking about receivers having to win in man.
Well, if it's zone pressure, no, they'd be playing zone behind it. And so bottom line is generally if he's talking that nature, there's going to be some sort of movement up front. There's going to be slants and different things.
Got to win those.
And you got to win those one-on-one. We got.
So there's some one-on-one elements.
O-line has to be able to pick up movement. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
O-line has to pick up movement. And then it appeared as if Utah also had a pass rush that appeared in the second half.
That's interesting.
Second half.
In the second half, they had a pass rush because they didn't have a pass rush.
Well, they didn't. That's interesting
first
too
half
because they were missing a guy, John Henry Daly. They had 11.5 sacks. Didn't play. He had a torn Achilles. And then their other top pass rusher was out too. He had 4.5 sacks. They were without 15 sacks. What's 11.5 plus 4.5? That's actually 16
sacks.
Yeah, they were without 16 sacks. Guys not playing, still got pressure. Not good. Not good. I thought Utah looked good. I mean, if you want to say something positive, Utah looked good.
They're good. I mean, again, they fought for Morgan Scalley's first game as head coach. They were again, that's a physical team in a league that gets criticized for not being physical in the Big 12. They are a physical football team. Wow.
And Morgan Scalley, I think, Bill, is he a pressure guy?
He's a pressure guy. Yeah, he's a pressure guy.
There you go.
And they had some, and they did run some pressures at
good pressures
because even backed up. I know they had some pressure on Latif, and it did when things turned. It wasn't like we had a couple series here. We'll get it flipped back around. It didn't feel like that from watching it. It didn't feel like, okay, we'll kind of flip this thing back around.
On a positive note, I was impressed by Utah. I was. Just the whole operation. Dampier offense. Offense is well conceived. They do a lot of things that will mess with
make you work as a defender so hard.
There you go.
Because everything that was what you saw was a wing T offense that had the ability to throw the ball down the field. And when I say wing T, that's what the wing T is. It's quarterback run. It's quarterback. It's the traditional wing T. Delaware wing T is different. I agree, but it's 11-on-11 football at all times. It's 11-on-11. You're stressed. All the quarterback stressed you every single time that he can run the football.
Stress you.
Yeah,
they stress you.
Well,
I mean, they do. They're not bringing that other quarterback that kind of slender.
They had change ups. They had a plan. They had
I knew it when listening to the Nebraska coaches during the week in Vegas. I knew Utah's offense was diverse and it would stress you. And I said all week, Nebraska's gonna have problems stopping it. You better hope you can hold them in the 30s, which they didn't.
535 yards for Utah, 343 for Nebraska, 7 yards per play for Utah.
Utah's good.
Utah wins 44-22. They get to 11th win. Nebraska falls to 7-6 for the second straight year. Matt Rule now 19-19 in his tenure at Nebraska. Before we get to break, if you're hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where should the Breakers go to kick off the new year, Bill?
New Year's Bird.
The New Year's Bird. Early Bird's open right now.
26 Bird.
At 19th and K for breakfast, brunch, or lunch all the way till 2 p.m. They have breakfast nachos, breakfast tacos, chicken
Busch
fried
lights.
steak, which is smothered. Waffles, French toast, pancakes, and the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes.
Stop by today. Early Bird open right now to 2 p.m. at 19th K with free and spacious parking. We have some response from people to read from the game also.
Let's hear from the
come
people.
Back next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We have some response at 402-464-5685 regarding the game. A lot of it, as we discussed in the first segment when Bill asked for what people want from the portal. The portal? Quarterback. Now, TJ Lateef, again, was put in a tough spot back in November, filling in for Dylan Raiola, who was this quarterback for a year and a half plus at Nebraska. Got a lot of the one reps in practice, if not all the one reps in practice throughout the years. And played well against UCLA, which is a poor team, but Penn State, Iowa, not great. And he got hurt against Iowa with the hamstring. In this game on Wednesday.
How do you think he was, Jay?
Well, he was 15 for 28. Here's some stats. 15 for 28, 182, and a touchdown. Ran the ball 13 times for 22 yards and a score. There's a lot to be desired there. there's a lot of things that need to improve with TJ Lateef. He's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Can't forget that he's a freshman.
He's poised. He shows poise. He doesn't get rattled. But Rule said he took off. He left the pocket too soon a few times. But I don't know. That's a lot on him. It's a lot on him. They don't have enough around him. It's the same old story with the Nebraska quarterback position. We assess the quarterback. You have to assess it in the context of what's around him, and there's not much. There's not much. You didn't have Emmett Johnson, obviously. But those running backs ran pretty well.
I was going to say that wasn't a big factor.
They
still rushed for like 200 yards.
Between
the two, like 180.
161, yeah.
After the first couple series, though, there wasn't much.
Agreed.
They don't now. How much did they miss Emmett? Probably not that much. He wouldn't have made a huge difference. I don't think he would have made Would he have made a huge difference?
A difference, yes. Do they win the game?
No.
With him, no.
No. Good.
No. And the big thing on any of these games, because we talked about this prior to, and me and Steve discussed this. Right, we talked about his heading out to breakfast into the game. Was that no matter what, you have to count them. The games count. It's always like both sides when you get the well, we didn't have. Well, they didn't have me either. So the bottom line is
the standoff.
The game was on TV and they were keeping score because last year there's a lot of players that didn't play for Boston College, but that didn't matter. It was a bowl win and there's a bowl trophy and it was progress and it was things are moving the right way. And so any of these games, the Tennessee, Illinois, that game counted. Tennessee had a ton of dudes not play. Do you see Bielema say anything after the game? Like going like, well, you know what? They were down some guys, so we're just happy. I guess we're happy we won. Nope, they just beat an SEC team.
No, in terms of players out, if you just assess it, Utah and Nebraska, I think it was a standoff in terms of losses. Their losses were in the trenches mainly. I would go without your two best pass rushers. And without your two first-round offensive tackles. That's huge.
I think Utah had a bigger deficit. Than what Nebraska had.
Nebraska. Now we didn't mention Nebraska was without Isaiah Hunter. That didn't crop up till game day. So they were without Emmett Johnson, Hunter, Singleton. Who else? Jake Spindler. Those would be the main guys.
But not guys that are projected first-round picks like the two offensive tackles. No. That's huge for Utah.
No. I thought Singleton's absence was noticeable because the guy that replaced him struggled. But whatever. It was a standoff, and Bill's right. It wasn't. You turn on that. I hope coaches understand that. Fans aren't going to those games going, well, we have these guys out, so we don't really expect to win. No, that's not the way it's going to work.
No, it goes.
Every team has guys out for bowls.
Yeah, pretty much every team. Nebraska's on that short list of teams that got blown out in the bowls. There's not a lot, and not in the power conferences. Among the power conference teams, there's not a lot of teams getting blown out. That's one thing that's not good. There's a lot of things that are not good. What else are people saying?
Yeah, what else you got, Jake?
Well, people are they're just not really sure what's next at quarterback because they Raiola, they're hoping changes his mind. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to
Raiola. No, he's not changing.
I think he's leaving the team. He's going somewhere else.
No, they're looking at Kenny Minchie. I think Kenny Minchie's the number one guy. He's the Notre Dame backup, and he battled CJ Carr for that job. He did play a little bit this year. His numbers were really good, but I think from what I gather, he's the number one target. Kenny Minchie.
I want to read this text from Twizzlers. Twizzlers on the text.
I like Twizzlers.
He says, "Simple. Stop worrying about what the Breakers are thinking. More than likely, we are thinking the same thing. We need a team that gives a damn and a coach that has fire and passion in his heart. We need players with heart all across the board. We need warriors."
Twizzlers. Stop worrying about what the Breakers are thinking.
Need some warriors on this team.
Task.
He did. Yeah, that's what goes back to what I was saying. I'm not trying to be overly critical of any specific player, but you just don't have an alpha mentality on this team. I don't see a physical team.
Not on defense.
We talked about last week. You have to be if you're the underdog, you're a 14-point dog. Be the team that wants it more. And early on, it felt like that might be the case, and that went away when they punched back at you, right? Yeah, the first quarter, accurate. You could say Nebraska looked like maybe the hungrier team, and then they weren't anymore, and that's disappointing.
Why are they not ever the hungrier team? That's something I don't understand, that they never seem to have that that sort of mentality. I think it's a complicated discussion, but whatever, it always comes out the same. It doesn't look like they are as hungry as the other team most of the time. And that's
outside of maybe the Colorado game last year. You were the hungrier team in that one. We're talking about it maybe one or two times. It's been the case.
Yeah, But anyway, that was Utah got rolling.
Yeah, it's probably
Utah
hard.
really got rolling.
Yeah, it was like I said. The end of the season was much harder. Was much harder.
I haven't talked about
watching the Iowa game,
Right.
watching the Penn State game. That was much harder to watch.
Was it?
Well, I guess you have that's 3 in a row.
That's interesting.
That's three in a row of
That's the problem.
of
Blowouts.
Yeah,
right.
That's
blowouts.
the problem. That's the problem.
Talking 37-10 Penn State, 40-16 Iowa, 44-22 Utah.
Yeah, if you're just listening to this show for the first time and you're driving around on the interstate, the probably is why are they reacting this way?
Do people drive around on the interstate much? Like I'm going to get on here. I'm going to buzz to York. I'm going to buzz back.
No, but somebody could be whipping through from Albuquerque to
Yes.
Delaware, and they're just listening to sports talk, and they're going, "Why are they so wound up about this Utah-Nebraska game? It's just one game." No, it occurs in the context of 2 other blowouts. So you got blown out, and you can't find that many times in Nebraska's history where there's 3 straight blowouts. I haven't looked. And during the Riley era, the last year, they were getting hammered late.
They were.
And so it's happened, but it doesn't happen that often like this, where you get hammered, jackhammered, 3 straight games. So that's what has people rattled.
So Riley and Rule are the same after 3 years.
19
is that right?
and 19 is correct. Yep, same record.
It's just how was that viewed by you, Steve Sipple, who was you covered this.
You have to look at the time frames. I mean, when it happened with Riley, it was still, this doesn't happen very often. Now with Rule, the program's sustained struggle.
After 3 years, Riley what was that season for them? That was his 3rd year. What was their record that year? If they're 19 and 19, had to be his 3rd year.
Yeah, Riley lasted 3 years, 2015 and 2017.
They were terrible. What was the final
4-8 that year.
4-8. And they were getting jackhammered.
Gotcha.
Minnesota, a bad Minnesota team killed them. Like
did they?
Iowa jackhammered.
Did he get let go at that time?
Yes.
Well,
so 19 and 19 got let go.
Iowa beat them 56-14 in Lincoln. Then you got fired after the game.
Yeah, Iowa hammered them. Ohio State.
Minnesota hammered them.
With
Demery Croft, who was terrible.
He looked like Gale Sayers that
and
day.
He was terrible. He was horrible for Minnesota. He's not liked by Minnesota fans still.
The Kansas comment.
He did.
Yeah.
He literally did. And they got jackhammered by Ohio State, obviously. That was the one where I was done. Like I was just like, what are we doing?
That's the one was how simple can it get for the Buckeyes? That was the call.
So it was happening
Justin
then.
Johnson.
It was happening. Are they in a worse spot? I don't know how to assess that on the fly. I'd have to look at it.
Well, it's a great conversation. It's just everything's depressing right now, except for Nebraska ball.
We get Nebraska ball. It's not depressing.
They're not. But when we come back, Aging Gracefully and Song of the Day is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
You love the Bash's sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a
No,
big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music
he
choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You got me captured. I'm under your spell.
Once again, your song of the day from 1984, I'll Wait by Van Halen. 464-56851. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating on the Starter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Just to clarify real quick, that's not Van Hagar.
No,
that was Van
that's
Halen.
Van Halen.
That's what I felt. That
Van Halen.
It's not Van Hagar.
Can you just picture Valerie Bertinelli in the crowd?
Oh, I like to.
Yeah. Valerie Bertinelli, star of, was it One Day at a Time?
Yes.
Is that the show that she was on?
Jake, help.
But yeah, she was a star
Valerie
of a sitcom.
Was it One Day at a Time?
Was it what?
I'll figure that out. Valerie Bettinelli is her name?
Bertinelli. God,
Sorry.
Jake.
I don't know.
Bentinelli.
She was married.
Bentinelli.
He was married to Eddie Van Halen.
That's the deal.
That's the deal.
1 Day at a Time is correct.
One Day at
from
a Time.
75 to 84.
She had a redheaded sister.
Yes, she did. They were fun too.
They're pretty fun.
They were kind of funny. Yeah.
Always had some drunk.
Oh wow. There's a misunderstanding in the sitcom. It's kind of like like Mr. Roper.
Van Halen. That is Van Halen.
So I like the picture of it. The drums were kind of cool. It's
about
I kind of like that. Other than that, doesn't really get me going too much. That was background music. That was like one of those. You had the Van Halen cassette, and that was like a sidebar. You kind of listen through it to get to something else that was better. It's a 601, just hanging in there, not doing anything for me, not walk up.
I'm surprised by that, Bill.
Yeah, but
surprised.
But Valerie Bertinelli, that would fire me up a little bit.
Valerie Bertinelli was a teen idol.
Yes,
when we were kids, and maybe she extended into her 20s and all of that. But
then she married Eddie, and then she stayed famous. Mm-hmm. Always kind of had herself together.
She did.
Yeah, always really did.
Bertinelli. She did. She kind of reminds me of Kelly Clarkson before Kelly Clarkson's time. Come on.
Very similar with that. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Kelly Clarkson could have done One Day. The remake of One Day at a Time. It's Kelly Clarkson. Easy. It's not even close.
No, if you would
support
me with that.
Oh, I would support with that. Yeah.
So 601 for
Bill. Low
Uh.
for me. I on the Van Halen scale, low.
I'm surprised. It's not a slow song.
Low. I can't even get to 6. I'll say 4.7.
Okay,
I'm surprised.
Just kind of a downer.
How's that song a downer?
Not
it's
just
upbeat. It's got the drums. It's Bill.
It's a yawner. It's a yawner. Jake Connor's going to be a.
Connor.
I saw him bobbing his head.
5'9".
6'8" from Connor.
Connor. Now, going forward, we just want one line. You don't have to write a paragraph.
A comment,
a comment, like what?
4 or 5 words.
Yeah, we need something of why
Connor
you went
and
with
Vince
that.
back there.
It's
Nick.
It was Vince.
If Vince comes in, though, we don't know of Vince, but if he does,
where does Vince come from?
Connor, Nick.
Yes,
I never said Vince at all.
Nick.
Yeah, it'd be Nick back there.
Well, there's some people here. They're here for the game. They're here for the game.
Which game?
Yeah,
Nebraska ball. Let's go.
Nebraska ball. Look at Jake. You see
My
Jake?
juvenile shirt. Let's go. He saw it. All right, we got some,
juvenile shirt.
We got some response here from the
What do you got? Jake?
Disappointing ratings from YouTube.
It's kind of a boring song.
Yeah, it was, Jake. It wasn't
Boring
very good.
song.
Especially for Nebraska ball. Jake, this is probably the biggest game ever in Nebraska.
Well, I was going to
history.
play a negative song for football, but it chose to do something. They didn't have any.
What was it going to be? What was the negative song?
You had one in mind?
What was it going to be?
Right.
Something super negative.
No,
I want to get a negative song.
What did I have?
Yeah. The sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, I was going to do
something to do with Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just decided not to, though. That's okay. Fine. Song of the day ratings. Bill and Bennett 7.5. Guilt Nerd 9.1. Marcus 8.4. Les 8.5. Good start to the new year. 8.5.
These up.
Yeah. He's making them up.
All in order.
Yeah, he's totally.
Mike and Dalton.
How fun would that be to be honest like that? Tony 7.9.
Mike and Dalton 8.8. Sean in Omaha 9.3. Vernon Dakin 6.9. Chubby Rhino 6.8.
The Rhino.
White Sharpie 5.2.
Yeah.
Ryan in California 6.2. Husker Mike says puts me in a better mood after that embarrassing game.
Okay.
8.
Yeah. Okay.
Craig 8.
Support.
Craig 8. Casey and Seward 3.8 does not move the needle. Back on your guys' page there. Bill gave it a 6.01. That wasn't a terrible score.
Yeah, I should have gave it lower than I don't know why. I just knew Jake was in a bad spot from the game this weekend. But Nebraska ball can save it all. So he's fine. Jake's fine right now.
Leroy 4.7. Who Columbus 3.
Solid. It's nice.
3's not solid from Bert. It's a bad score.
But it was an appropriate score.
Yes, appropriate
That's
score.
what he means by
also swim. We were doing idle chit chat and Bird texted in and Swim goes, "Who from Columbus?" I'm like,
Nope.
No,
to save.
No, we
You
do that.
stopped it? You
I
stopped
stopped it. I shook my head and go, no, Swim. We do that during Song of the Day. That's not during Idle Chit Chat.
Oh,
and it was
no.
Just, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It was just.
Did he get red in the face?
Oh,
at that
yeah.
point?
He did red in the face. He was like, I just had that look of like.
The backup quarterback.
Yeah, the backup quarterback. All of a sudden it's in the game. And
you're just in the huddle.
And the huddle had this like, hold it. We don't run that play
Wrong
from
play
this.
call there.
We don't run that play from this formation, so we don't do that here. So
Ron says 8-8. 1984 is better times.
It is better
That's true.
times.
That was 84.
That's 84.
Brad and Baldwin says Van Halen was the best of better times. 8-5. Pete and Chattanooga 7. Corey in Lincoln does not give me a score.
Corey, is that Corey?
Yeah.
Is it?
Didn't give me a score at all.
Just said Corey and Lincoln.
He says
He's listening though.
Yeah.
He says the backwards hat. Okay, that's about matter rule. Different.
Corey,
interesting.
Corey is a great listener.
My nephew brought up a point on the backwards hat. Does that stem from the movie Over the Top?
I wouldn't know that.
Sylvester Stallone, he was an arm wrestler, and every time he arm wrestled, he would turn his hat backwards. My nephew, Bo Schindler, mathematics teacher of the year, asked that question, and I go, let me ask the breakers that if maybe that's where it stemmed from, because it got serious when the hat went backwards in the movie. So I want to know if that's where it stemmed from.
Keep reading. I'm going to look something up.
Yeah.
YouTube, Albert,
Over the Top.
Albert 6, Chad 10 plus on YouTube for that song. Troy 55, CL Porter 98. Paul says 995. Nashville Husker 89. Greg 87. And Martin 84. I'm going to say the average score is like a 6.
Nah, it's pretty good scores,
today.
Jake. Yeah,
6-4.
it's just me and Steve. You know why? We heard that song so much, Jake.
Yeah.
It was just a sidebar
Just
song.
background song.
Yeah, for
Right,
us.
yeah.
We grew up with that as background music. to
Someone
us.
says over the top, awesome movie, Sliced Alone.
And that's right. Yeah, it's 100%. That's what
Okay.
it was. And he turned his hat backwards when he went to do every time he arm wrestled. And so I didn't know if that's where this whole thing stemmed from.
Maybe
that's
did.
what Bo Schindler was asking
It's
me.
possible. I don't
Shin
know.
Daddy's son, mathematics of the year.
I don't know if Rule has assessed why he's doing this. Maybe he has on his podcast, but I don't know.
Maybe on the podcast.
In person, I don't think he said it in the media.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Song of the day, I'll Wait by Van Halen. It is time for the first edition of the new year of Aging Gracefully, sponsored by our friends at Treads Central Tire Pros, the Palace of Tires, just out the Cortland on Highway 77.
Prince Preston.
Go see Ron. Sip, it's the new year. What's on your mind today to age gracefully?
Couple things, nothing big. I mean, I had a lot of time to think.
On the plane or just when you're having breakfast?
When you're on the road,
yeah.
you get new perspective on things. There's a couple things. I mean, more movies. I want to see more movies. I told you guys we went to Running Man, and that was good. I thought it was really good. Now I've heard some reviews that were bad. I don't understand those reviews. Then there's this movie that's coming out now. It's called Is This Thing On? It's Bradley Cooper. And it seems like it's dark. I think it's a dark kind of comedy. He's a comedian. I saw the preview of it last night and I was immediately struck by it. What do you call IMBD?
Yep.
It describes it as their marriage unravels, Alex faces middle age and divorce, seeking new purpose in the New York City comedy scene. He's a comedian, but he always talks about his failing job or his failing marriage, and it gets weird. It's pretty it's a very interesting preview. It struck me, so I want to see more movies. There is a movie too that's coming out interesting. It's about constipation.
Oh no.
Okay.
I heard
Hasn't come out yet.
I heard that joke last week. I did hear that one.
Yeah, we all knew it was coming, but I still laughed.
So the buildup was with
That
the
was a long
Bradley Cooper
build-up.
one
Long
to get to
build-up.
that one.
The comedian and the whole thing.
I don't have another. Well,
what else do you got, Steve?
I don't know if there'll be another joke or not. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's another thing that struck me in Vegas. Do you think? Now this is not a joke. Okay, so you go into these Bill. This is probably more for Bill because you're too young.
Okay.
You go into these not that you don't go into high-end restaurants, but you go into high-end restaurants and they have, I'm going to call them maitre d's, and they're usually older guys, and they
well-dressed.
Yeah, and they comport themselves really well. Like they're very even. They're very obviously polite, and that's their whole gig. I mean, that's their whole job. We had a real good one at Michael's in Vegas. Michael's is at South Point. And he was a really good one. I was struck by him. And I think I kind of wouldn't mind doing that late in my life.
Oh, it'd be a great job. I would love it. What if we were at rival steakhouses? You and me.
What if we were at the same steakhouse?
No, rival what? Rivals. And we still text each other. How's your crowd looking today? What's going on?
You're at Michael's. I'm at Golden Steer.
I'd want to be at the Steer.
Okay, you can be at the Steer.
I want to be at the Steer.
I'm fine with being at South Point.
Right.
Michael's is in South Point. See, that's fine if you want to do that. But I would like that. Now we can practice a little bit here at the mill. we can
make that happen. We can make that happen.
Well, I mean, we can be
great people. Welcome people at the deal.
Yes, be more welcoming.
Would you like a mocha? Yeah. Hang on, I'll get you over to meet Luke. This is Luke.
Right.
I would like to. I'd love to be a maitre d'.
It's something we could start to work on. Also, by the way, where do deer go for coffee? Not the mill. Where do deer go for
Where
coffee?
would they go?
Starbucks. That was a long build up too.
There's a long build up too.
That was all the build up to the Starbucks.
He built the whole thing up. Forget the Starbucks.
That was the build up to the Starbucks.
To get it?
Yeah, to get it in.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. We all get it.
You guys were competing chefs before that.
We're not chefs. We're not chefs.
Did you listen at all?
We weren't in the back preparing some sort of ravioli.
Did you listen at
Competing
all?
steakhouse is fine.
We're not chefs.
Not chefs. We're maitre d's.
Maitre d's.
Whatever.
Oh, we're walking around and putting down.
That was the build up to the Starbucks joke.
You know what amazes me in the steakhouse world is that in the steakhouse world, when you're there and you've ordered your steak, but they bring you the steak knife like their life depends on it. When they show up, when the knife shows up and they come over, it's like they brought over some sort of like, it's
secret weapon.
Secret weapons. All of a sudden they're like,
This is what you need.
And I think the maitre d' gives them the nod, like, take them the knife. And the knife shows up, and they have it like in linen and wiped out, and they set it down at the top of your plate, and it's like, that's the knife.
One thing you might want to do if we do this, is adopt some sort of accent.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy.
Give me a sample there.
Well,
where I want to be like from another country or the East Coast, or where would I want to be?
Yugoslavia.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
the guy.
Okay, give it a shot. Give us some Yugoslavian maitre d' talk. Give me some of that.
I can't.
That was not it. No, that was American.
That was American.
The guy that at Michael's that was the head maitre d'. I mean that. So these guys are wearing.
So they had.
tuxes.
Did you also see? Was there any apprentice there?
Well, here's the thing. This is a very high end place. There was a Yugoslavian maitre d' that was obviously the dude. Like he was the main dude, and he would orchestrate everything and make sure you're all right. But then there were some other guys. Like there was a guy working the counter at the door that was you could probably qualify as the second string maitre d'. And then there was even a third guy that would be about our age that was working it, and that's the kind of job I'd want. And that guy, the Yugoslav, was like in his 33rd year. He was in his 33rd year of that job
at that same restaurant.
Yeah, Michael's. Like God, that'd be awesome.
That is
competing chefs.
We're not competing chefs.
We're not.
We're competing maitre d's.
There's deer, Starbucks, and
No, it's like a 9-hour job. You'd have to be on your screws, but you don't have to talk that much, right?
You never expect the maitre d' to be hilarious.
No.
Not one time do you go like going, God, man, this guy will bust you up.
No, you don't have to. He doesn't have to entertain.
No, not at all.
He's just got to be warm. He's got to be warm and accommodating, but not. It would be a good job.
I bet they get good food.
Just stop it, Jake.
Hour 2 is next. It's a massive game for Nebraska Bowl next. Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart-Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I Parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I Parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Husker Nation, conference play is here for Husker women's hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 for the final time. Sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. We know that Shin Daddy officially has retired prior to Christmas, but what's he doing today? Chilling on his off days now, and great, Bill.
Well, he texted me right after he heard Steve talk.
What do you think?
And he's going to have a maitre d' training program today.
Is that right?
So there'll be people in tuxedos meeting you at the door with a maitre d' training. What a great program. And he
could do it.
And he thanks you, Steve.
Thank you,
for
Steve.
This, for doing that. I was thinking about the maitre d' program. They have to teach like a calmness program. All of a sudden, if you're standing there, you're the maitre d' and Britney Spears shows up or Paul McCartney, you could not flip out.
Nope.
You got to act as if like that. Hello, Mr. McCartney.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep yourself together.
So
They
right
see
about
celebrities
that.
all the time.
What?
They have to see celebrities all the
time.
day.
Celebrities all the time.
No,
and
you
they
gotta be
can't-
cool.
They got to be cool. They can't go all of a sudden 6th grade Sipple on them when they.
It's Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Oh my God.
Can't do that.
What if you're the freaked
Gotta
out?
treat him
man?
like it's
What if you were
Jake
the
Sorensen?
What if you're the, what if you were the
That'd be
freaked
like
out?
me for sure.
How much fun if you were the freaked out maitre d' that you acknowledge?
You gotta eat faster. We got a line.
We got a line. Mr. Muhammad Ali wants to get in here.
That's your calling right there. You are going to Vegas. You're right. You have to retire there for that role.
We'd text each other. Who's at your place
Yeah.
like that? It would be incredible.
Yeah, it would-
Hey, Marv Albert's here. Who do you got?
Oh.
Yeah,
Who do you got? Got Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson's here.
Her husband.
That should be a very exciting day. Midwest
Yeah.
Bank today.
Final
Great.
day.
Hey, so
But
Cindy
Steve-
could be a maitre d'.
He'd be an
Oh,
incredible
buddy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the.
He'd be great.
That's like his. That's just his calling.
That is the post-retirement dream for
That-
Shin Daddy, maybe.
What a post-retirement dream that would be.
He'd be really good at it. I mean, because he's got that demeanor already.
If I'm not doing that, I want to be the one who delivers the steak knife. Because when that comes
Could be
in,
both.
I think sometimes a maitre d'
Yeah.
might deliver the
Yeah,
steak
oh, yeah.
knife.
I think the Yugoslav did in our case.
The steak knife has to weigh like 4 pounds too. It's not a if it doesn't weigh 4 to 5 pounds, it's not a real steak knife.
Anyway, that's a good training program. And we're getting to the age now where that'd be a good second like
Stepping off.
career.
Yes.
Yeah. Stepping.
Yeah.
We're same page. Stepping off career.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
We're on the
labor-intensive.
downside.
As
Thank you
Jake-
to Shin Daddy.
Jake sometimes reminds me.
Yeah.
Well, you're staring at 60.
I do not. When have I said that to you last?
A
I feel
lot.
like
Say
one
it to us
time,
both a lot.
maybe. Those words, staring down 60. I have said that, but
You're
it's been
staring
a
at
while.
60. That's what he said. He goes, well, you're staring at 60.
Thanks to Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2. We appreciate all the things Shin Daddy has had for the last several years.
We
on the
just
show.
appreciate Shindy.
Him as a person also. He's a great person. Thank you, Shin Daddy. But before I get to Nebraska ball, I'm not going to do breaking news because it's not official yet.
What?
But Pete Nakos of
What?
On 3 has apparently logged a prediction of the quarterback from Notre Dame to
Kenny
Nebraska.
Minchie.
Kenny Minchie to Nebraska is his logged prediction as the portal opens up today. The portal opens today through the 16th. We'll get that more next hour. But yes, that is his prediction right now. Kenny Minchie to
Wow.
Nebraska.
So that's what's
for
happening.
Pete Nakos.
That's what's happening. Huh. I mean, I don't. The portal opens on January 2nd.
Today's
Yeah.
January 2nd.
I
We
mean,
did that.
But yeah. Okay, this is all happening pretty fast.
Not done
That
yet.
makes
That's
sense.
a logged prediction. It's not anything we know of for sure yet. So
Okay.
that's why it's not breaking news.
I
It's
wonder if
potential
so
breaking
that
news.
begs the question: is Minchie here right now? Like, is he in our midst? I would almost think he would be, right? Wouldn't he have to visit before he commits? Maybe not.
Probably, I would think so.
God, yes, I would think so. Anyway, okay, Kenny Minchie,
Watch
back
out
up
for
at
that.
Notre Dame.
Watch out for that.
Push CJ Carr for the job. That could be your quarterback. That would be your probably favorite to win the job next year. He probably won't be the only quarterback they.
Did I hear that right too? That the quarterback for Penn State went into the portal.
Which one?
When it started for him, the true freshman.
I think
because
Jake.
Because
Grunkmeyer.
Yeah, Grunkmeyer, because he looked really good down the. That's a big loss for Penn State, and I know that probably that Beck or whatever from Iowa State's going there maybe.
Yeah,
but I thought he looked really good. There's a lot of quarterbacks in there that are very interesting.
Oh,
but that
God.
shocked me.
Yeah,
because I'm like, whoa, you would not want to lose him. There wasn't one part of you said that this guy can't play. This guy can play.
Mm-hmm.
So I was shocked he was leaving Penn State.
I think I saw Rocco Beck. Yeah, is expected to transfer to
Penn State,
as well as Ben Bramer from Pierce.
Oh yeah.
Nebraska.
Now Iowa State is down. What I read is they're down to 16.
They also list they
players.
16 players on their website. They list no players, just the coaching staff. They were down to 16 total out of 105.
Is that right? Do you think that's correct? Now
I don't
there's
know.
so much misinformation. I hesitate to bring things up that I read and see on TikTok.
Well, they wouldn't all just be gone. There might be a lot that say we're going to be in the portal because right now it's like, okay, what do we do? And they'll say, well, I'll throw myself in the portal because I can easily come back. It's a new staff. But I can't imagine trying to put together what Iowa State. They're going to be like New Mexico. New Mexico, I think somewhere around 50-some guys, but they did a great job.
I don't know. Yeah. It'd be weird. It'd be odd.
If you ever have to have a leader of men better than ever, your head coach now.
Yeah.
Because you have to be able to run the show of how you walk in this building. Here's how it works. And guess who's going to run it? I am.
And you got to whip it into shape fast.
And you better have a staff behind you. You see players come, in and out that, but boy, the ones that have it figured out. An example was, you see New Mexico play all year? They lost 50-something guys off a team that was like 4-8.
They did.
And won 9.
They had a great year.
Yeah, and beat UCLA. Ran the ball for 400-some yards against UCLA. So my point is
that lost to Minnesota in overtime.
In overtime,
had a good bowl game.
So my point is that they're out there, but boy, do you have to have a staff put together of grown men.
By the way, Minchie is
Kenny Minchie.
Yeah, Minchie was at Notre Dame 3 years. He's been at Notre Dame 3 years. He was a 4-star recruit. I keep talking about his numbers. He was 20 of 26 this year for 196 in some, in a reserve role. He's 6'2", 205. That's who you're probably looking at right now. I think they'd be there. I think they would go after one other quarterback.
I think they have to, don't they, at this point?
Well,
Davila's gone. Grahamstead's going to be gone.
They only have one coming back on scholarship, Latif. So I think they would have to go get somebody. I think they would have to go get somebody else. Okay, so Pete Nakos has put in a prediction on Minchie.
Anything from Thamel, Pete.
Well, Pete Thamel wouldn't do that. There's other guys though that would.
Yeah,
and that Vince is saying.
Vince or Nick,
Nick is saying that.
Vince.
That there's other people that are predicting Minchie. Okay, well there you go. That's interesting.
Do you expect to see a mass exodus of players to Nebraska in the portal? It's not been crazy for Nebraska the last couple of years.
What's mass exodus to you?
Great question.
15 to 20?
Oh no, I don't see 15 to 20. I don't. I could be wrong. I'm just saying.
I don't think 15 to 20 is mass. You're going to have some. There'll probably be 8 or 10 that you don't even know their name.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like I don't even really know.
Yeah, I'm glad you made this. Yeah, Jake, I don't. Will it be a mass exodus of starters, second team guys? I don't think so. There's already been an exodus,
I know.
Mass of players that you worry about. First of all, I guess no. Second of all, I don't worry about too many. I mean, who on the roster, if they leave, would you say, oh my God, they're screwed?
And that's kind of the problem, though, isn't it? With Nebraska that right now, you don't have a guy who can say, if this guy leaves, oh God, it's falling apart. That tells you where you're at as a team.
Who on the roster would leave that you would say they can't rebound from that?
I don't know if there's a guy.
There's not.
Yeah, there. You can make a list of like, okay, let's make a list of guys that we don't want to lose. But like,
there's those guys.
There's a lot of those guys.
Yeah,
and there's also guys that is so simple. Like, well, what would be going on? Well, here's what goes on through people's minds: is they sit there and they watch those games last night, or they watch Ohio State and Miami, and they're like, I want to play in one of those games.
Yep.
And I'm good enough, because there's players on every team that are good enough to play in their starters other places. They just don't have enough of them.
Right.
And so, like I said, JMU showed it really, really well on some of those players. That Surratt was from JMU. I mean, can he play? Yeah, he can play.
Hell yeah, he can.
Yeah, and so there's players that are, and if they want to play in those games, because right now, if you were looking at, if you had a year to go, you'd saying, okay, we're going to have a new quarterback in Nebraska. We're probably a ways off of a playoff team, and a playoff team that could be in the final 8. We're probably a ways off from that right now. So there'll be some people saying, I got 1 year left, or I got so much time left. I really want to see if I can play. That's why people would consider the leave. People go, why would they ever leave? That's why they would leave.
We talked about it's the end of year 3, and we're saying right now that if any player enters the portal, it's not a big deal.
Okay,
that
I want to be
seems
clear,
like a problem to me in terms of the rosters being built by Nebraska.
I want to be clear though. There's good players, and there's players you don't want to lose. They're
but
definitely
those
crippling
guys. Though.
Right, but I don't. Just name me a guy that you would.
Who's the best O-lineman left right now on the team?
Evans.
Evans the best. So if you lost
or
him,
Pritchett.
Yeah.
Pritchett played really well, by the way.
He did. End of the season well. In
well, no, he played really well in the bowl game.
He did.
I mean, he and Dampier, if you listen to Pro Football Focus, he and Dampier graded the best, which makes sense. If Dampier and Pritchett, the left tackle, were the best players on the field, I get that. I see that. Pritchett's good. Pritchett can be really good. Look at him. I mean, if he walked by this window right here, you'd go, whoa.
So that would be
tackle.
one. That'd be one if you lost. It would, because it could be.
That'd be one where you'd be.
If you said, can we replace someone that looks like that?
Yeah,
right
maybe.
away, be hard than someone that plays, and he's obviously playing better. So there's always, but you said Evans may be the best D-line.
D-line.
Who's the best D-lineman?
The guy I wouldn't want to lose is Petchak, the freshman. But you could. There's a lot of guys that fall into the category. He's good, but it wouldn't kill you if you lost him. He's good, but it wouldn't kill you. Petchak, I wouldn't want to lose Winery. Now, Winery didn't do anything against Utah. He played 24 snaps and had 1 pressure, no tackles. I mean, but I wouldn't want to lose him. I still think he can be pretty good.
So how does something like that unfold then? Because that was that was, you probably know, north of $1 million?
Yeah. Winery's north of $1 million.
So
Pritchett's north of $1 million.
So after a while, there has to be realignment in your budget, correct? I mean, you don't pay $1.2 million for 24 snaps
unless you're projecting him. You're just projecting him. He's a redshirt freshman, and maybe you're looking at him and saying we're going to get big production down the road. Which maybe he would. I think he's got a chance. I just hope that people don't take me out of context in that discussion. There are guys you don't want to lose.
Absolutely.
But there's nobody that I would say, oh, they're dead. They're gone. They can't rebound from that.
Yeah, because there's
Pritchett's
guys
probably the closest.
There's guys that would leave here that would start on a top 5 team next year. There are guys that would do that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pritchett's talented enough.
Pritchett's one. I think Evans is one. I think Evans could go play at a lot of places,
especially because he plays center.
Yeah,
that position's really hard to find. That's a high skilled position.
I think Shavers could go start at some places.
But
I think Andrew Marshall could go start.
Yeah, Andrew's good. That's why this is complicated though, because you're trying to somewhat overhaul a roster because right now it's not good enough. You're 7-6 like you were last year.
I don't know.
And how do you get enough guys in if not enough guys leave the program?
Here's what I think. I think you got to hit now. You really got to hit. The hit rate for this portal round's got to be really high. I would think you better go get, if you're going to go get 12 or 13, you better hit on 10. And that's hard to do. It's really
hard to do.
Really hard to do. And you better get 8 starters or so, I think. I mean, that's what it looked like to me in the game. You got to go get some guys that can change this around pretty fast, unless you're relying on that. Now, there's a lot. Now, what Rule would say if he's listening is, come on. I had a bunch of young guys out there, and they did. There was a lot of redshirt freshmen, sophomores, even a freshman. You're counting on those guys to move fast now. You're counting on a guy like like Benning, that he's going to be ready to roll next year at a high level. There's a lot of guys that fall under that category. Like Winery, he was a redshirt freshman. Now you got to take a big step up. You got to be a difference maker. You can't have 2 sacks. You got to have 9.
We didn't hear his name after the Michigan State game.
You got to have a guy that you don't. Why is it Nebraska can't have a guy that can get you 9 sacks? I mean,
there's a couple guys in the portal from San Diego say that people think Nebraska might get because of Rob Arch.
Yeah, there's some guys like that.
One guy had, I think, 11.5 sacks this year.
I would imagine someone with 11
some guys like that
with 11.5 sacks.
Everybody's gonna want him.
There'll be a lot of people. That won't just be like, I think Nebraska or maybe Purdue. Nope, not 11.5 sacks. Those are hard to find.
They'll make money.
Even at whatever level that you're at, it'll be those are hard to find. Like I said, pass rushers, D linemen, left tackles. All these spots are so hard to find.
I know.
The name is Trey White. Again, over the last 2 years, 19.5 sacks over the last 2 years, 99 tackles, 29 tackles for loss. Expect to be one of the top edges in the portal. So, yeah, he's not a guaranteed. Everyone's going to want that guy. Everybody's going to want him.
Yeah,
but Nebraska has a little inside track, though, right?
Maybe with this defensive coordinator, possibly.
But the question is, like, it always comes down to, it's like sometimes you get tied into that with a D coordinator or whatever it is, or position coach like that. But was he from San Diego? Is he from California?
Sure,
my question is, all of a sudden USC is talking to you.
Yeah.
And USC is going like, so it's like, hold on, I can go right up the street here. I can go up here an hour up the road, and I'm going to play at USC.
Right.
And
it's competitive.
And so it'll be competitive for guys like that.
It's really competitive.
He is from Chula Vista, California,
which is San Diego.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, or you're watching the deal like that, and all of a sudden you're talking to Ole Miss.
Yeah. Or Ryan Day.
Or Ryan Day, or whoever it is that you're going to look at.
It's competitive.
Yeah, it'll be very, very competitive. That's when you get excited. In my opinion, it's very much like the like swim on the Tinder app, where you're kind of like that, and you kind of go, oh wow, check this out, and then you're kind of going like, yeah, they're not looking at you, they're not looking back, like that. So it's like you get excited. Hey, how about someone? I talked to some people. I'm helping some people and
swim on Tinder. Yeah. I didn't expect that comparison. I like that, Bill. I like that. Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like, well, anybody on Tinder, you kind of go like, oh wow, how about this?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Connie from look at her
Fremont.
from Fremont or from North Bend. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's like Connie from North Bend isn't swiping back.
No.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you're not getting that.
Pat Stewart.
Yes.
Pat Stewart
busy
is now the spotlight is on him for the first time. He got here, he didn't get here in time for the December last year. He wasn't hired until early spring. Pat Stewart is the guy now. He's got to put this thing together. And it's funny, you hear head coaches. It's funny to me. These conversations are funny. You hear head coaches sort of divorce themselves from the process. Well, Pat's going to put together the roster. Well, wait a second.
Well, you heard that.
It's your team.
Yeah. You heard that directly from Dana Holgerson.
You did.
Directly.
Thank you for bringing that up.
In a quote.
I was spellbound by that. I was standing there. He was talking at the podium, and I don't even think people knew what was going on in my mind with my line of questioning. He was saying, well, that, we got to get a quarterback, but I'm not involved in that.
Yeah.
I'm not involved in that. Now, I wondered if it was just man to man, and I was talking to Dana, I'd say, wait a second, you're the offensive coordinator. You're not involved. They just come to you with the quarterback? Is that the way it's working?
Seems like a problem to me.
Well, but is that the way they do it in the NFL?
Well, there's a lot of that.
Right?
First of all, assistant.
Right? The assistant coach you give the players to the coach, and your job is to make it work.
Yeah, I walked you through that one time when it said Chili, as you know, Brad Childress I was talking to him.
Brad Childress.
I go, well, still during the draft, where He goes, I'm over here in my office. He goes, I find out who we selected as it comes across the bottom of the ESPN. Because I have no input. They'll walk down sometimes and ask you for, hey, real quick, anything else you want to add on your evaluation on so-and-so? Nope, everything's turned in, and it might be this or this. Okay, good. That's it. And so if you're an assistant coach in the NFL, you have one job: coach your guys.
See,
that's it. You coach your guys. You're not going through all the stuff. Now there's still, but here's the deal: when you're building your roster, guys, you're still going to have. You can have up to 105 on scholarship. You're going to be somewhere in the 85 to 90 on scholarship, guys. There's a lot of guys that's still recruiting. It's not all. It's not all just the GM building it, because not all 85 guys are in the same loop as far as who's getting paid and what's going on. So it's not like, well, all of a sudden there's a 3-star, that's from Sydney, Nebraska. You got to recruit him. That's not so it's a different type of so your whole setup, it's not straight NFL. It's not in NFL. You do get to pick them. When you pick them, they come. Like you don't get it. They're still selecting you. So there are so many different variables to it. And then also the oddest part of this is the negotiation, because you're negotiating with people that are not trained in this area. I mean, it can just be an uncle. It can be who are you talking to? Who is their representation? Who is their agent that you're talking to? And you don't know that it's different on all aspects. Not saying that they don't know what they're doing, but but you're dealing with way different than you're dealing with agents in the NFL.
Back to that Holgorsen thing. This is what he was asked, just so people are not foggy on what the hell we're talking about here. He was asked, this was last week in one of the post-practice media sessions in advance of the bowl game. He was asked if Nebraska has an in-house ranking of quarterbacks in the portal. And he said, I'm sure our personnel department does. He says, I'm a coach, okay? So I'm trying to organize this offense and get us ready to play Utah. In the world we live in now, you better have a personnel department that's doing all the work, scouting prospects. Wow. Yeah. I was like, well, okay. I just wanted to say, you can't do it because there's all these other reporters standing there. I just want to say, so now wait a second. They're basically they're giving you the quarterback and saying, make it work. And
well, there's a lot to it because a lot of it is what? Finances. Who's interested in you? Some people, how many names did you hear? Like, whew, we like that guy from Arizona State, like that. They're not talking to Nebraska.
Right.
Sorsby's not coming to Nebraska.
No, you're not going to get like Levitt or Sorsby.
Levitt's not, they're not coming here. So you have to move on from them very quickly instead of just being like all of a sudden you're all sitting around. Anything at all from Levitt? No, Levitt's not calling. Okay,
there's got to be others too.
Too. There's a lot of those guys that aren't coming into that spot. And so who fits with the interest level and our finance level of what we're going to do? Because right away it's like, tell you one thing you don't want to have happen. You don't want Latif leaving.
I don't think so.
You do not want him leaving.
No,
he's been around for a year. He could be much better. He's a true freshman.
That'd be no guys back.
I mean, but if all of a sudden
no scholarship guys,
if Latif just says, you know what, I'm out. And I'm going to go.
You have no scholarship.
And I'm going to go to San Diego State, or I'm going to Boise, or I'm going whatever. Like that. That would be devastating. It really would be.
Yeah. So it was a really interesting conversation with Holgorsen about that.
If you don't know how important it is, the quarterback spot. You watch that defense from Texas Tech. They were incredible.
Against Oregon,
and they couldn't get a first down. They couldn't get a first down. Remember this.
What happened to Texas?
Aaron Morton was awful.
Just remember the week before, in the first half, JMU did get 13 points, and they did score 34 together.
Yeah.
Texas Tech didn't score a point.
No, I don't get it.
Morton he looked like a lost cause out there.
Really?
I mean, their offense was just in a complete shambles the entire game. From start to finish, they never had it going at all.
And so the thing about that was one of the second or third highest paid roster.
Yeah.
And they didn't have what if they had Dampier?
Oh, different day, right?
That game would have been way different. That game's going down to the final play if they have a Dampier. So
matters a lot.
That tells you, oh man, it matters. Oh wow.
Before we get to break, Bill, the 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what?
I've been hacked.
Oh, that hurts.
Do not start the new year being hacked. You don't want to have that to start off 2026. Avoid being hacked. Call our friends at Applied Connective Technologies in all 93 counties of the state with a 99.8% retention rate. They manage all things IT and cybersecurity. A free consultation is available for you at appliedconnective.com.
Will and Applied Connective, they are the maitre d' of cyber. They're the maitre d' of cyber. They are overseeing everything that's going on, and they calm you as you walk into any store.
The maitre d'.
Appliedconnective.com. When we come back, Bill's Thrills is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Führer's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
We're on the air.
back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company, they have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Can you imagine the busyness that's going to be going on out there at Sandhills Global and Carson and Jim Hansen? Getting with this. I mean, this we're going. We've kind of laid the groundwork. These guys are all showing up to work on Monday.
Oh,
on Monday, there's going to be
Monday goes down.
Imagine that. Imagine the opening statement by Jim Hansen, and he gets everyone together and get their notepads and their laptops out, and Jim Hansen and Carson get up and address the new team. Like
the holidays are over. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, holidays over, and then this kind of they brought this. Hey, when are you going to start? Monday of the new year, which is what, the 3rd or 4th or whatever that comes out to be. Let's go.
5th.
Yeah, let's
5th.
dance.
Wow.
Let's dance.
That'll be a big day in Lincoln.
Big day in Lincoln. Very big.
GoCurrency.com/careers. It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills here on a Friday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it W bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, or more. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204 at Diner Contracting.
Randy's heading down to Dorchester tomorrow to see the Schindlers. Bo and Bailey.
Doing a project?
Project. Yep, they got a new remodel going. And so
what kind?
With that
Hallway?
No, adding on.
Oh.
An add-on. That's a lot. That's new weight-bearing walls.
It is.
Yes, weight-bearing walls.
And he's heading down there.
And he does that. He does weight-bearing walls also, along with his attics.
What's his radius approximately?
Radius like that. He wants to keep not pretty big. He'll go a couple hundred miles. It doesn't bother him one bit. He'll get down to Missouri. Oh yeah, Manhattan, Kansas. He works Manhattan, Kansas a lot.
Does he?
Yep, down there a bunch.
Go down there.
Yeah.
Goes past the border.
Yeah, you can cross borders. I don't think there's a bunch of all remodelers stop here and check in. I don't know if you have to check in. I don't think you have to do that. Okay, guys. I mean, just going football, wild card, Freaky Friday.
We like this.
Yeah, you guys would have missed this, which is embarrassing.
I'm so sorry. Sports show.
You missed sorry. You missed the whole thing that was crazy.
This is what you're doing for us.
Yes, the mandatory pre-talk saves the embarrassing walk. The mandatory pre-talk saves the embarrassing walk. Now there was an incredible error made by the tight end by Ole Miss at the end of the half. The end of the half, it's a brutal error made by him not getting out of bounds. But it's the whole thing together, and this is the Mayday field goal scenario. So the Mayday field goal scenario means that means it has to be 4th down, meaning I can't spike the ball. Because if I could spike it, I just spike it, and then you bring the team out to kick the field goal. Okay. But if you don't have that, which means clock is running, it's 4th down, you're going to try to get the team on there. Well, there was a critical error made by the tight end, not just going out of bounds to give him a shot at the field goal. He stays in bounds. Now it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. Clock's running. And also, there's panic on both sides. All of a sudden, they try to run on the Mayday field goal team. And right away, I'm going like, what are they doing? I mean, they had absolutely no chance. That scene will be shown by every special teams coach and every coordinator coach because they blew it. They being
who's it on then?
Ole Miss, because
is it on
the conversation should have been set on the headsets. If the clock is running, you have to snap the ball and throw it in the end zone because we do not have time to get out onto the field and get this ball snapped.
Who's that on?
That will be the first thing I do is to be the special teams coordinator. If it was like in my spot, I'd be telling them we don't have it. There was like 12 seconds, I believe, before the play started or somewhere in that area. And so you do the math and go, okay, when this play's over, you're going to be at about 9 seconds. We cannot rush out there and get this done in this much time. And you watched it. They tried to do it. It wasn't even close. There was 20 guys on the field. I mean, it weren't even close. It wasn't like, well, we just missed it. They missed it by like 5 seconds. But my point is that the conversation has to be on the headsets. Guys, we don't have Mayday. And I'm telling the Mayday team, we're not going.
So now what?
So then they snapped. They had one option left. It was 4th down. Snap the ball, throw it in the end zone. Okay. That was their one play that they had left. Instead, the clock just ran out.
Would your fan base be saying, why didn't you have enough time to kick a field goal?
You got first of all, it'd be real easy to say. I just think that fan base, you guys know what you're talking about, because there wasn't enough time. You saw it on there. There was not enough time to do it. But that should have been all pre-discussed. When you say how much time, or the conversation is going to be right now, hey, guys, we have no timeouts. It's 3rd down. Coach, where are you at right there? And you might even say, well, if it's on the near hash, we might have a chance, but I'm telling him no. I'm saying, no, we don't have it. Throw the ball into the end zone, because your only chance you have to make a play. The critical error was just made by not going out of bounds. The tight end just went the wrong direction.
So you can't really say Pete Golding, first-time head coach, you got to get this stuff in line.
No, I wasn't, and probably not even as much on, but like I said, you could tell by both sides, no one knew. There was no discussion of so we used to do a deal, we used to call it winning edge, and that would be a Thursday thing where you'd walk through something like this. Hey guys, we don't have it. So what we do, we're gonna line up, we're gonna snap the ball, we're just gonna throw it up in the end zone and see if we can get a PI or see if we can make a miracle catch in the end zone. But you should not have been running the team out there, because there should have been no discussion about you had to be more efficient. Because by the time that play ended, right, it was about at 9 to 8 seconds. They have to take the ball, get up. You have to hand it to the official.
Can't do it.
And the official, it's not his job to get it lined up in time. And so he has to take the ball, go over and set it. Now you're trying to run literally on both sides of there. There's about 7 to 8 leaving and 7 to 8 coming on.
Can't do it in 9 seconds.
And so there wasn't enough time. But the whole idea is that this had to be pre-discussed. And so there was you saw Joe Judge on the sideline. Well, the problem was not just saying, if they would, I didn't hear what Golding said. They asked him. He just got, no, we didn't get it done or whatever. But if it would have been discussed, he'd have said, there wasn't enough time to get the field goal you did on. We made an error not getting out of bounds, so we threw the ball in the end zone. The biggest error was on the tight end.
Yeah.
That's where the biggest.
He didn't know this. I mean, is that just a kid not knowing situational
I
football?
believe so. I mean, just not knowing.
And I understand that.
He got the ball on the sideline. He cut in.
He cut the ball.
He could have easily.
He cut back into the field. I was like this. I'm watching. I was like, no.
You can't.
He was on the sideline.
But then you saw the quarterback started to do this, like spike it.
Yep.
And it's like, no, it's fourth down. And that's like, then all of a sudden the quarterback's panicking. And
see, Jake, what you have is a bunch of kids who don't know situational football. You got to teach them, but it's a lot. There's so many situations.
Yeah. The number of times that I'm going to say I've said it in my career 10 times. Guys, we don't have Mayday. I'd say it on the headsets. We don't have it. There's not enough time if this guy, because you look up and you go, okay, there's 14 seconds to go, and they're going to run a play, and they can't spike it. You go, hey, 14 is not enough, because by the time the play's over, it's at 9, and you're not going to be able to make it to get it out there to get it all set.
God, but as far as a quarterback goes, how many quarterbacks have the presence of mind in those situations to know exactly what to do?
It's hard. It's hard. The difference is, though, you're actually talking to them in their headset.
That helps.
So you're going like, hey, listen, we don't have Mayday field goal. Do you understand that? If the clock's running, you got to run whatever it is, all 4 verts, and throw it. Yep. Just throw it in the end zone. See what happens. That helps. You have a chance to correct them. But if you go back and look at it, it was like, and everyone's mad, and this and headsets were thrown and all this stuff. And all I could think about was critical error by the tight end. B, it wasn't discussed prior to the play, and just said, hey, listen, we don't have it. Does everybody understand what's going on? Because they could have probably got a play off to throw the ball into the end zone. But and then how often does that happen? I don't know. Like I said,
Not very often.
I never ran Mayday field goal in my life, or had
Not
to
very
do
often.
it. I had 34 years.
That's the thing.
So
And
these things happen. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh man.
Do you understand, Jake, that Bill was in a profession where you work on a zillion things that may never happen?
Never happen. I mean,
it may never happen.
Never happen. I mean, the chance of
it
you
may never ever happen.
The chance of you being down by a basket or whatever it is, and there's 2.5 seconds to go, and you have to go the length of the court in basketball. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. All the time. Hey, we got to get a shot off and
happens all
from
the time.
half court or whatever it is. We got to do something. What's our play? And then guess what? It happens during games all the time. These things don't happen.
But you still got to drill them.
Yeah. So the amount of time you spend on stuff that you never have happen is it's insanity.
And unfortunately, there's going to be kids on the roster that are smart enough to know that while you're drilling it. Oh, we're never going to do this. So I got other things I got to think about here, but let's go through this.
Because it would have been an incredible thing, because there would have been panic on defense by Georgia if all of a sudden clock's running and they run up to the ball and snap it and throw it down the field into the ends. You got to make a defensive call too, because you can't call timeout on defense. You know why? If you do, then the field goal team comes out and kicks it.
See?
So you can't call the you're not yelling call timeout.
The defense even has to be thinking in that. Don't
to.
call timeout, idiot. They can help set up.
Also, the other thing that goes on Mayday field goal, which makes no sense, how rules change. So what do you see happen all the time now in their substitution? What do you see the official do? You see it all game long. What's he do? Stands in front of the quarterback, goes, you got to let him sub.
Yeah.
Mayday field goal, they go, no rules this game, this play. So you can run in a full team and the defense has to match it. Or that's why you train your defense. You don't sub anybody on defense. Right. You just go with the 11 guys you have on the field, because if not, you're going to end up with 13 on the field and have an error. But think about that. Just think about that stuff that happens with it of how you can run on the field crazily. But that's the one play they kind of go, oh, by the way, the rules don't apply for this play. So it's complete mayhem.
Wow.
And you saw it at the highest level. And how big were those 3 points late in the game?
Big.
Yeah, really big. I mean,
they overcame it.
Really mattered.
Final score?
39-34, Ole Miss. The safety is
nothing was more bizarre in that game than when the game was tight in the missed face mask. There was a face mask that and then the whole place went. They being Georgia, they're up by 3.
Okay.
It was maybe 3 minutes to go. They're at the 30-yard line, and it's 2nd and 3, and they face mask him, and they basically almost tackle him, and they miss it. It would have been 15 yards, would have been Ole Miss ball, still up 3, first down about the 50-yard line, and one more first down almost wins the game for you. Instead,
so Georgia got.
Oh, they got a break. They got a break.
Still lost.
And still, this face mask break. I mean, Sugar went like I shot out of my chair. I was like, I lost my mind.
Sugar.
I did. I scared Sugar.
So Sugar didn't see the face mask.
Sugar didn't see. Sugar was sleeping.
She saw the response.
But Sugar looked at me like I know that this is not going well for you at this time.
Bill, the headline one more time, please, for Bill's Thrills.
Mandatory pre-talk saves the embarrassing walk.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Diner Contracting. We are way late to start the new year, but we're still playing the game show. Give us a call right now. 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels.
Let's
and
do this.
Jill, you guys had a good record so far, 47-29-1. The record still says reset. Yeah. Very strong.
Jeez.
Are we resetting?
No.
That's up to you. Yeah.
No.
You can't reset when you're up that high, right?
No, we're fixing to go 20 games over right now.
No, I know, but do we start a new year?
Maybe when the football season is completely over, when the championship happens.
That's
maybe.
fair.
Okay, so we'll go until
that's
then.
Fair. We'll start
mid-January. We'll reset the year. Today's topic is Film Friday. For a random reason, I'm not sure why I have this, but military movies. Our topic today. I think military movies. Call us right now.
Bridge on River Kwai.
5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Dick Down. Sip and Bill in trivia. Today's topic, military movies. Do you guys feel okay about this or not?
It's hit and miss. Could get them all. Could go over.
Hit and miss.
Okay. We have Ross. How do you feel about military movies today, Ross?
What's the topic?
Military movies, our topic today.
Ross, where are you calling from?
I'm in Lincoln.
Lincoln listener.
Oh,
Nice.
hi.
God, one of our few.
One of the few. All right, Ross.
Well, can we get his age?
Yeah, age, Ross. How old are you?
39.
39.
39. Young. Youth.
I appreciate that.
Ross, first question
Staring
to
at a
you.
bad birthday.
Bill, Lifeline for Zipper. One question is always, Ross, what 1981 comedy features Bill Murray and Harold Ramis as two friends who are dissatisfied with their jobs, causing them to enlist in the Army for a bit of fun?
Layup.
I think that's Stripes.
Brilliant.
Great
I didn't
movie.
know that.
Stripes is correct.
Great movie.
Bill knew that, though. Now, that's good. That's good.
No, it's not. We didn't. That wasn't our question. Doesn't do anything for us.
He might know more, though.
It gives me hope.
1-0 lead for Ross. Sip, first question. What 2014 movie features Bradley Cooper playing the role of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, whose pinpoint accuracy saved countless lives on the battlefield, but when he returns home to his family after 4 tours of duty, he can't leave the war behind?
Bradley Cooper. I saw the movie in the theater.
You'll have to get this one, Steve.
Bradley. God, Jay.
Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, pinpoint accuracy.
I saw it in the theater, and I saw it out of the theater.
5 seconds. 5.
It's a great movie.
4. 3.
American Hero. I saw it twice.
It's not American Hero. Do you want that?
Can I go now? I got an answer.
No, hang on. No, don't say it. This is you got a chance for Ross.
This
to
hurts.
I think Sip was close. I think it's American Sniper.
It was.
Brilliant.
American Sniper is correct.
That's a great movie.
2-0 lead.
Yeah, we're done.
For the win. Not over yet. Bill thinks it's over. It's not over yet. For the win, Ross, what 1992 movie features Tom Cruise as military lawyer Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, who defends Marines accused of murder, saying they were acting under orders?
Oh, my gosh.
Could be
Jack Nicholson's in it, right?
Potentially.
5.
4.
You got it?
4.
3.
You got it. I don't have it.
2.
It's not A Few Good Men.
That is A Few Good Men.
I had it. I was going to get it.
A Few Good Men is correct, and that's a win for Ross. Start the new year off.
Stool's back, but we lost.
Ross, congrats. We get your bagels. Thanks for calling.
I love that
calling
show.
down the road.
I will.
Thanks, guys.
You bet, Ross.
Thank you, Ross. I'll watch that show a lot.
Which one?
A Few Good Men. If you just watch the last 40 minutes the whole show was good, but the last 40 minutes is just really good.
My last question was about Platoon, and the tiebreaker was this. Charlie Sheen is obviously a star in Platoon. How old is Charlie Sheen, Bill? He'd age. Tiebreaker.
68.
No, lower than that, right?
What'd you guess?
That's 62.
How about 60?
Okay.
60 years old for Charlie Sheen.
Our age.
He's your guys' age. He'd fit here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Huey Lewis, Charlie
Yes.
Sheen.
We'd have to be
Mike
very
Gundy.
careful with
Very
him.
careful. We have to cough button.
Yeah.
Have to be
You have to
available.
be very careful. Like out of the gates today, Jake, you were very inappropriate.
Yes.
What did I say?
The position thing.
I didn't say that. You said.
I heard your reaction.
He alluded.
Jake, don't play.
I snickered.
Yeah.
I laughed.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. I laughed, though.
Yeah. Anywho, that's an L.
Yes.
It's an L.
When we come back, hour 3, we guys discuss the basketball as well as the playoff games from yesterday and Wednesday. It's all in hour 3 next and really breaking the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, this is former UFC fighter and mixed martial artist Anthony Lionheart Smith. The Upside Bar and Lounge in South Lincoln is the go-to spot for every UFC event, prelims, and main card. There's never a cover, so make sure you get there early and stay late. Upside Bar and Lounge has daily specials, a margarita club, and a taco club. And don't forget, they just added Buzz Bowls to their menu. Learn more about upcoming events by visiting UpsideBarLNK.com and stop into their South Lincoln location for every UFC event on 27th and Pine Lake.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And electrical.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner, so you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2026 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by NIPCO. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Friday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on early break. Third hour is always sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for pre-cast production labor. Check them out at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. Yeah. You missed the co. It's been a week plus that he's been on the show.
It has been. Are you going to do the co this year? 2026? We'd like you to be the co guy.
Yeah, that's my bad. I mean, we're like a team coming off of an extended layoff. We're not quite there.
There's been eight games for those who earned a bye. 7 lost except for one team. Except for one team. Who do you think it was?
Indiana.
Sigs had his guys.
Say that stat again though.
8 bye teams, 7 of them lost. Sigs is the only winner.
He kicked ass.
Sigs
38-3. No big deal.
These bye teams aren't winning.
Well, last year's a little odd because like Boise had a bye and they weren't one of the better teams. True. So there was some difference there, but sometimes it's rhythm. Things are that it is.
Arizona State almost beat Texas in that game last year.
We got to get in the stool. Frankly, I thought about this. We got to get back into rhythm. I mean, we're out of rhythm.
Well, you guys have ruined the show. So we've talked about that because you didn't watch the end of the game, and it was the most phenomenal ending to a game.
Yeah, what the game? Ole Miss Georgia game, 39-34.
I feel we've ruined.
You've ruined. Here's why you ruined it. Here's why you've ruined it because it was so epic. The game was there's 6 seconds left. They kick the ball deep and they run the ball out to try to throw a play across the field. Georgia. They throw it, and the ball hits the ground. On the way out of bounds, it hits the pylon. It appears as if the game is over. Also, when it hit the pylon, it meant safety. Mm-hmm. So it turned into a safety, game over. They pushed the entire stage out onto the field for the big celebration
coronation.
Review. 1 second left. They had to push everybody off the field and push the giant stage back off the field.
Crazy.
So then they kick an onside kick with 1 second. Ole Miss didn't know the rules. If the offensive team recovers the ball, the clock doesn't start. So they kicked a Texas twister. They fell on the ball, being Georgia.
They got the ball,
but there's only 1 second left. So should have been what? Game over. 1 second. The ball got touched from a dead ball to a live ball. Nope, that's not the rules. But guess what they did? They pushed the entire stage back onto the field again.
Oh.
The whole thing back on the field. They doused him with water. They doused with water. Pete Golding. Everyone's on the field. Nope. They had to bring him all the way back off, push it back off the field again.
We did ruin the show. We ruined the show.
You ruined the show. They pushed it all the way back.
We did.
And then they throw a remember the end of the Alamo Bowl, the quadruple lateral?
Yes.
They threw 20 laterals to end the game. Georgia got the ball back. If they score a touchdown, they win.
They win. And they had a shot.
And they had a shot. Crazy things happen on this stuff. I've seen it happen before.
We ruined the show.
You ruined the show.
We had no idea.
They pushed the stage out twice onto it.
We ruined the damn show, the first show of the year.
It wasn't even brought up by either by Colin or by Chet, the other guy. Vince. I'm sorry, Chet. Vince.
Connor and Nick, Colin and Chet.
They didn't even bring it up.
Why not?
The show got ruined.
We ruined the show. Hey,
Bill,
that's remarkable what you just laid out.
I'm talking to my dad on the phone. I go, hey, Dad, game's not over.
They pushed the stage out twice.
Dad goes, that's it for me. I'm heading to bed. Hung up. The game wasn't over. And all of a sudden the ball's going, makes me call my dad back up and get him out of bed.
Wake up, Dad.
And they had a shot.
100.
A bunch of laterals.
Troy says it was buffoonery at the max level by everybody involved.
It was just and if all the because you can't advance the ball, all you had to do was if you were Ole Miss was dive on the ball and the game's over. Now I don't know how a ball can get kicked and recovered and no time goes off the clock. I have but the rule says if the opposing team recovers, no time goes off the clock.
Okay, so that was correct.
So they didn't.
So that was a correct ruling.
Yeah, the ruling was correct. But I'm looking at this, and I'm sitting there going like, oh, man, this is unbelievable.
Why'd they wheel the stage out there?
They thought the game was over twice.
The game they went to zeros. And then they're going like, well, it hit the pylon, so it's a safety. But so they had to kick the onside kick from the 20. Okay. If they would have kicked it from the 35, they would have got the ball at like the 50-yard line. So more chance to maybe score. I mean, it was
so.
Okay, I got a question.
I did too. So was it Sean?
No. Why ask question, guys? You guys didn't care enough to watch.
It was Sean McDonough in the call, right? Was the broadcaster? What was their thought? What were they saying through this whole process?
I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of standing back there. I'm not really even listening to him very much. I'm going like, I heard him say, well, there's no time off the clock because the offense, and I'm like, how can, I'll be honest with you, that rule would have got me too. Okay, but I would have told my guys, hey, listen, when they kick this ball, just go get it because they can't advance it for a touchdown. They can't.
But I got a question. Did the refs just not know that? Okay. So
no, the refs were right.
No, so Georgia recovers. And why did they wheel the stage out there?
No, that's because they thought it once, because again, the clock went to 0. Yeah. And the refs are like, no. If you see these guys, they push it all the way out, and all of a sudden, play it back, push it all the way back off. Okay. Goes to 0 again. They douse him with water. They bring the stage back out again. Push him all the way back again.
That is buffoonery.
And you guys missed it all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We ruined the first show of the year.
I'm not doing the show tomorrow.
Yes, you are.
Tomorrow.
We're not doing the show tomorrow anyway.
I'm making a stand. I will not come in tomorrow.
All right, you don't have to.
Fine, we'll give you the day off tomorrow.
Bill's not coming in.
Monday you'll be here, though.
He's serious.
God, we ruined it.
People are mad at me because we haven't talked Nebraska, but we'll get to that next. Let's get to the playoff stuff right now because we're on it right now. So obviously, Ole Miss wins that game last night. Epic game that me and Sip missed the second half. I watched the first half.
The most
and I was
epic game I've
ever.
The number 2 best game I've ever, and the other one is Texas versus USC 2006 or whatever it is.
Let's not forget on New Year's Eve though, Miami takes down Ohio State 24-14. Statement by the defense of the Hurricanes. Offense was good too, but how about impressive?
Or we talked about Ohio State's lack of creativity on offense. Look at their last. Well, they scored 14 against Texas. They scored 10 against Indiana, and scored 14 in this game.
Yep,
they have an offensive problem over there.
Yeah, with those points you do. I'll tell you what it did. I was texting some friends on this. I go, it turned into a adults only football game. That was grown men. Those two teams. It was fun. It was violent. Physical. It was wow. It was, you turn it on, you're just like going like, look at this. This was, and now I will say this, Miami, not much more creative than
offensively.
No, they just happened to catch they caught a couple breaks, and not a couple breaks. The last drive was phenomenal.
It was
their last drive that they took the ball down and ended it. But I was freaking out because they have the game won because they're up by 3 and they ran a play. And to get the first down, so I'm going like, okay. They're like, okay, what should you do here? You know, we're watching the game with my nephew and stuff. I go, call timeout. If I'm Miami, I'm calling timeout, saying, listen, if they try to let you score, go down, because they could have ran the clock down to about like 6 seconds left in the game. 6 seconds, kick the field goal if they wanted to even kick it like that. Instead,
they scored.
They let them score.
A quick thud.
And they were partying like, it's like, no, they let you score, and because guess what? If they go down and score and get the onside, the only way you could have lost that game was scoring a touchdown. It gave them a chance. Now they end up scoring. Now we'll say this: you're up 10 with 55 seconds. Pretty good spot.
Looks pretty good.
Pretty good spot to be in. But you still have those guys on the other side. They have some wide receivers that can go up and down the field.
Yeah.
So you don't. It's like the last play of the 15 laterals. You don't know what's going to happen. But anyway, it was a grown man's game. Oh, wow, did Miami rush the passer and get after him. It was fun.
24-14, Miami. The U has beaten A&M and Ohio State back-to-back games. Pretty good.
If I'm an Ohio State fan, I'm not happy with the offensive staff. You have all those receivers, and this is what you get. You get 14. You get 10 against Indiana. That's it. 24 points in 2 games. Okay. You better figure something out.
That's not acceptable for Ohio State.
No, not with those guys.
I mean, their defense is still exceptional, but
100%.
The offense let them down big time.
Oh God, yeah, it's unimaginative.
So that was the game on New Year's Eve. Then yesterday, of course, the snoozer. I mean, I'm still shocked this game went this direction.
I fell asleep.
It was boring.
Oregon. Oh yeah, all of a sudden I'm out. Me and Sugar on the couch. We're trying to watch the game. I'm out. Oh wow, woke back up. Oh,
23-0 Oregon over Texas Tech. And Baron Morton looked awful the whole game. The Oregon defense had them confused from start to finish. They had nothing going in this game.
Does it concern you on these playoff games? There are a lot of empty seats in that.
The one that got me the most was in the Friday night game, Jerry's World. I told my nephew, I said, take a look at that. There is 40 seats, big leather chairs in the end zone. all completely empty.
Concerned about that?
Yeah, completely empty.
You concerned Austin Stadium wasn't sold out for James Madison, by the way.
Remember,
they didn't sell that game out.
That's not good.
We
They
did
didn't sell that game out.
We did it.
Cringy.
Swim and myself did the cost to get into that game of Miami and Ohio State is like $30.
Seriously?
$30. Yeah, you get it. Here's why. They anticipated it being Texas A&M, Ohio State, which tickets would have been going for $1,000 a piece for A&M to get into Jerry's World.
Yeah.
Instead, Miami doesn't have a big fan base. They don't travel well. And Ohio State's like, we're probably going to win. We want to spend our money on the next phase of this. So
I love the playoff and I love college football. But if I were I don't even know who this guy is. Like if I was the leader or the leaders of college football, I don't even know who we're talking about at this point. That would concern me. Empty seats. Autzen doesn't sell out for the
I don't know how
game.
your home game doesn't sell out.
It didn't sell out.
For Oregon? Come on.
I mean,
out.
That's crazy. But I will say this, that Sugar Bowl was incredible. The Ole Miss fans, they had that place. Oh, it was nuts. Of course, you guys missed it.
We did miss, not all of it.
But at the end,
Just as well missed it all. Because just say you watch the first half is even worse than saying.
I didn't see the whole first half.
23-0 Oregon and Texas Tech, and then Indiana, of course, as we mentioned, the only team with the bye thus far through 2 years to win their playoff game.
38-3. You knew it was going to happen though, because I mean, not knew that was going to be at that level, but I mean, Alabama is just one-dimensional. You watch all these other running backs run, and you watch the Alabama running game. It's not even remotely close to
They don't run the ball well.
They don't run the ball. They don't run the ball at all.
How is that possible?
Don't run the ball at all.
Bill, why?
They want to. I'm not saying that they always use the word can't and won't like that. They can't run the ball.
They don't have the guys up front.
They don't have the guys. They don't have the running back. They don't have the running backs that I saw playing this last weekend.
And they're not as good in the trenches as Indiana.
No.
I don't know how many. Who is, though? That's the question. Isn't Indiana right now, you would say they're the 1 seed, right? They're the favorite to win.
They have to be.
Yeah, you still got to stick with them with the favorite because, it's hard to beat Alabama 38-3 on a neutral field. It's really hard.
I'm not playing it down at all.
It's like going, well, hold it now. Alabama just went to Oklahoma and beat them.
I'm not playing it down.
Beat them by 10.
And they were down 17-0 that game. And
came back
and
and won the game.
On the road.
Yeah, on the road.
See, Bill, here's the thing. You do have an advantage on us a little bit, on me for sure, in that I got to cover a team. So I miss a lot of games. I do. But I did not miss Indiana, Ohio State. I watched every play. And my takeaway was, I think Indiana's better man for man than Ohio State. Better man for man.
I think you're
man for man.
Well, they don't have anybody can line. They say it's as good as Jeremiah Smith. They don't have anybody.
No, but I think.
But no, they are not at a deficit.
No,
across the board.
No, it's not like that was. Oh God, Indiana won, although Ohio State's so much better. No, I think Indiana's better.
Yeah.
They're better.
I did love that the MVP for the Rose Bowl was the offensive line. Pat Coogan, and the O-line for Indiana was the MVP of the game.
And how about Indiana's Mendoza? When he gets interviewed in the postgame, he looks in the camera.
Yeah,
he loves.
Not many guys do that.
He's the man.
He looks in the camera.
How is this like that?
I don't know how.
He's my favorite. I just sit there and wait for it. They go, it's coming. Because
high energy all the time.
When we got a taste of that in the Big Ten, when he gave that's the glue. And he gave the glue
and he
signal.
Looks in the camera.
Looks in the camera.
Such a fun
He doesn't
guy.
look at the interviewer.
No, he looks right.
If it were me, you'd look at the interviewer.
Be talking to whatever, Holly.
Yeah, Holly Rowe.
Holly Rowe or something like that. Be talking to her like that. Yeah. And
he looks in the camera.
He's looking just like this.
He's looking at America.
Yeah, he's looking at America.
Yeah, he's looking at America and saying, "This is what we do."
This is what we do.
He's happy. He's energetic. He's just a jolly guy. I love it.
I don't know if he came up with that on his own.
I don't know, but he's incredible. For Indiana, it's their 4th bowl win ever. Lee Corso has one win. Mallory has 2. That last win was 1991. The last win was 91.
That's remarkable.
They
have 4 bowl wins.
Signetti,
and one of them is the Rose Bowl
against Alabama.
You got to start
as a
considering
1 seed.
You got to start considering Signetti for more important jobs like Department of Defense.
But exactly,
you might be above football.
This is way above.
Well, we may need to elevate him a little.
Would you love to see him in the Oval Office?
Yeah.
Imagine 6.
Yeah, maybe Department of Defense first.
But I'm
on the way to the Oval Office.
That's next up.
Is there any other that you'd even recommend right now? No.
I just think he needs a rule.
He'd win in
a lot more
landslide.
people than just his kids.
When we come back, it's the biggest home game in many, many years for
history
Nebraska
of the
basketball.
program.
That's next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NEPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to start strong, so you can give everything you've got. From plate-loaded strength equipment and functional training areas to treadmills, stair climbers, and free weights. Our equipment is best in class, and our clubs are right around the corner. So you can make this your strongest year yet. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 9th. Are you coming? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe. Husker Nation. Conference play is here for Husker Women's Hoops, and we need your help. The Huskers had one of their best starts ever, completing non-conference play with a perfect 12-0 record. But Big Ten play will be a challenge, and they need to hear Husker Nation in the stands for every basket, steal, and each and every win. The road to March starts now, so don't wait. Head to huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat for some unforgettable matchups in PBA. Go Big Red. We're kicking off 2026 with a party on Friday, January 2nd, featuring Mike Smith and the Bowie Boys, who are turning 93.7 The Ticket into a skate park. You heard that right. Make plans to stop by The Ticket between 5 and 8 p.m. on Friday, January 2nd for a live broadcast of Culture and Coffee from 5 to 7 p.m. and a vintage market plus skate experience hosted by the Bowie Boys from 7 to 8 p.m. This is a party you do not want to miss. Stop by The Ticket prior to the Nebraska basketball game on Friday, January 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Need service? Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I know. People are mad at me because we're waiting until right now to talk Nebraska ball. It's been a lot of stuff.
We've been holding off for the biggest part of the show.
That's the problem because there's so much that happened. We could have used 5 hours today, but we only have 3. So
and I asked.
You did. You texted in 6
I asked
hours.
for 6 hours of the show.
6.
So I thought maybe you guys had some idea how cool yesterday was, but obviously you didn't.
I'm sorry, Bill.
Swim did not watch the Ole Miss Georgia game either.
He also didn't sleep for 2 days straight, so he had to catch up on some Z's.
He's been doing fitness.
Some, yeah. Tonight in Lincoln, Pinnacle Bank Arena, 8 p.m. Unfortunately, for some reason on Peacock. I don't get that.
What?
It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock.
Sorry,
Bill. Hold on. I get it on something else, though. Someone's told
YouTube TV you can watch
YouTube,
it.
I get it on that. So
it's on the P.
It's on, yeah, here we go.
You have 12-1, 9th ranked Michigan State, 12-1 versus 13th ranked, 13-0 Nebraska, the spread as of this morning, Nebraska a 2.5-point favorite against Tom Izzo and the Spartans. If they were to win this game, you're looking at likely top 10 Nebraska in next week's poll.
Nebraska's favored against the top 10 team right now.
They are 2.5-point favorites tonight against Michigan as of right now.
That's number 9, Michigan State.
That's number 9.
Has there ever been a bigger game?
Well, I think
I'd say no. Just my reason. I'm giving my reason first, and you guys point counterpoint. Is that this is uncharted. We're 13-0. It's never happened, right?
Right.
So, and you're playing and we're playing a top 10 team.
Top 10 team.
This is the biggest game ever in my
Regular
opinion.
season.
Regular season, in my opinion.
I can't argue.
Well, let's go back to our conversation and stuff.
I'd have to.
Well, no Sunday was huge. That got you to the dance.
Yeah,
but
that was the regular season.
But here's what we talked about this offseason, and we said it seriously that Nebraska is always just a bubble team. They're nothing better than a bubble team, either barely in or barely out. It's not March yet. It's a long ways away. But if you were to win tonight, it's like, all right, yes, they're a very good team. They can prove that they're legitimate, and this is not just a sneak in the dance. They're going to be real and good the whole year.
Here's one way to measure it, Bill. No Sit Sunday, I had to cover. I was at the Journal-Star, wrote a column for the game, and they ran it on page A1, not sports. They ran the column on the front page. Now, I don't know if they do that in this game. I don't know if it get. Yeah, but if they say simple, you're right.
And that's the end. But there was a end to that. I mean, they had to have that win.
Right.
Here you don't. I can't imagine a bigger vibe. It's Friday night, 8:00, right?
Yes, 8:00.
I mean,
I'll be there.
It's on the P.
And so it's going to be nuts. The Haymarket's going to be nuts. It'll be packed by 6:00. So it's not one of those games. If this game was at 5:30, much harder. The build up for this is enormous.
Yes,
I can't imagine one ever being bigger than this. The vibe inside this place will be nuts,
raucous.
Yes.
Fred Hoiberg said this might be the fastest team he's ever seen from Izzo. That's saying a lot. Now, Bill will understand this because he played basketball. I always talk about Michigan State. This is why I love Michigan State basketball. They run on made shots.
They do.
They pull the ball out of the net and run. They're on you. It is a fascinating thing to watch their style of play. They run on made shots. They constantly pressure you. Bill, you get it. They're on you. Made shot. I almost did. I didn't. But they're on you. And this team's fast. They will be on you. You have to get back on even made shots. They also rebound the heck out of it. But again, Nebraska's favored. Fred, if you listen to his press conference, he does the same thing. You could just rewind the last Michigan State game, and it feels like he's talking about the same thing. It's the same thing every time. It's these things we're talking about. But Nebraska this time is probably the better team.
Michigan State's only loss this year, a 6-point loss at home to Duke, who is a top 5 team. So
6-point loss at home to Duke.
66-60. They lost December 6th to Duke, and that's all they have for L's.
If you're Michigan State, you're very excited about this game also.
100%.
I mean, if you're Izzy, you're going like this. They're so thankful that Nebraska's good. They don't want to roll in here to a 7-6 team and play like, okay, what do we do? Let's go try to play. No, they want.
You're right.
You want to play in these games.
100.
And so if I'm one of their players, you're going like, all right, man, this is on today. They have a little shoot around today at some point in time, but that's going to be a wow.
Rebounding will be big. This is what Fred said. Michigan State's big. A lot of the times Cohen Carr is at the 3, and then they've generally got 2 bigs in there at all times. That's what we're going to see every night for the remaining 18 games of our schedule. Bigs.
The good news,
have to rebound.
The good news for Nebraska is that we did see it for the first time all season against New Hampshire. Oogie got for his first playing time.
Yes.
He's had a back injury of sorts. He had, looked good. He had 7 points in 11 minutes. Again, you won't see big minutes from him yet. It's going to work his way in, but that's somebody that can help spell Rick Mast and Jared Garcia in the post and give some more of a presence there.
Yep, that helps. So there you go. There's a big game. There's a big game at Penn.
Will you be there tonight, Sip?
I don't know.
Steve
portal
will be there.
stuff.
It's the biggest, potentially the biggest.
No, but here's the thing. Remember the Creighton game?
Yeah.
Sipley got to go to the Creighton game.
Yes.
Robin and Sean Sipley got to go to the Creighton game. What was I doing in the second half?
Working football.
I was working a story about Rob Arch. Tonight, go to the game. Sip, go to the game.
Portal stuff all night.
Oh, just write the portal at the game. I mean,
and that's where my face appeared, right in front of yours.
Take us back, Bill.
I did Sip's typing. I'm walking up there with Brian Morrow, who is the president and owner of Pinnacle Bank.
Halftime.
And so we're walking up at halftime, and Sipple is up there. He's got the glasses down, and he's working now.
Yeah.
So I just slid in right in front of him, right over the top of his of his laptop, standing right there. And he looks up. Oh, scared him. He came. Whoa. Now I didn't. I
was standing right there.
I had a comment or two, but I was only there about 10 seconds because I knew he was working.
Yeah, he's working.
And so I didn't get. I go. This is this workspace. I'm not getting
in writing mode.
Very respectful.
Yeah, but I was
very
fun.
respectful.
I knew it was you because you had the Buc-ee's sticker on there, so I could see the Buc-ee's sticker. So I was like, there's Sip right there.
Now, what is that one, Jake?
That's Early Bird.
Oh, that's Early
Yeah,
Bird.
The bird.
yeah, the bird.
The bird. Yeah. The bird has its own sticker.
Yes.
And I think that's what Mike gave us.
Yeah. Husker Mike from Waterloo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you see Brian Morrow, the owner of Pinnacle Bank?
I might. I'll be at the game. I don't know where Brian's sitting. I'm not.
I don't know where
this
this was at, but I don't know what game it was either. But Nicole and Lauren Swigert. Nicole told me one time, she goes, I wanted to videotape Jake because they were
at
sitting,
the game.
They were sitting right behind you, and they go, Jake freaks out during the game.
Ooh.
And I go, what do you mean? She goes, he high fives everybody in the section.
Confirmed.
He just goes nuts, and so we're hoping
that.
So yeah. So he gets
to me one time at a Dolphins game. It was not good.
He gets really
Not
into it.
Good.
Well,
in Miami.
Yeah, I literally went up an entire section, high-fived the entire aisle. It was awful. What an idiot!
Jake, no, that's what we
So
want.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong
Well,
with
the
that?
game was over. It was like to finish the game.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But I was
You're having fun.
We like fandom. Will you have? Hold on now. Give us your itinerary tonight, Jake. What time will you be heading down?
Thank you for asking, Bill.
Yeah.
I'll probably be heading toward the rail yard around 6:30.
Beer house.
I might see Cody at Beer
Yeah.
House. Yeah, probably more the corner bar right across from the arena and
Okay.
some tanks down there. And
do you know
gate
tank?
25
No.
likely.
I don't
that's-
even know. I didn't know.
that's rail- That's all rail
I
yard.
don't even know where the Haymarket's
Corner bar is the former Longwells. Longwells is
Okay.
no longer anymore. It's called the corner bar.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll probably be there. I'm going with Michael from Wings and Rings.
Okay.
Invited me to the game tonight.
What?
Yes, Michael Barton. Shout out to Michael.
I did not get that invite.
He had one ticket. He offered it to me. I turned him down for the Wisconsin game because somebody else had already asked me to go to the game.
Michael?
So yes.
Really?
Michael, I'm going to the game with Michael from Wings and Rings.
Just make sure you compliment him on how they run that
I
place.
think that we sit right below the media section too. So I'll
Okay.
definitely, if you're there,
If you're right
I'll
there,
see you.
Well, that's right
hey,
where Brian
bring
Morrow
him up.
sits.
I will.
Does he know how many times I've eaten there?
He probably has an idea with if you use credit
It's
card,
like
how many
600.
times. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably 600 plus times.
If you are there, I will most certainly bring him up to say hi. You can thank him for
That's incredible.
his food and his restaurant.
So you're going to the game?
Michigan State, 8 p.m. on Peacock if you're not going to the game
on the P?
for a top 15
Why is it
matchup in
on
the Big Ten.
Why is it on the P?
Sad. Hopefully it's a party in Lincoln.
It will be if they win.
I'll be out partying.
Will there be a court storming?
That's possible. It's very much in play,
I
Bill.
hope so.
Very much in play.
Would they? But you know how it goes. What if Nebraska wins 83-61?
No court storming.
No.
Close game.
It's
got to
be an epic. It's got to be like where the last play, the game's still in line, which means we get the ball and we win, or they're taking a shot to
They
win
miss
it
it.
and they clank it,
Yeah.
and then
That could be a course.
I could see.
Yeah.
Are the
Yeah.
kids? The kids aren't back though from
True.
break
The
room.
student section. Yeah, there will. Yeah, the kids aren't back now. Does that mean? But there'll still be students.
There should be
right?
some students to come back for this game. I would think.
I'm going to say this: for the most part, students are all back. It's the second. I mean, they're not all.
They go back to
They're
the
not-
school the 12th.
Yeah, they're not back
They're
in.
back.
They're not back in Lee, Nebraska, or they're not back. They're probably back in Lincoln. If you're living in the dorms,
Yeah.
dorms are probably shut. That's
They are.
harder. But if you're living the normal life,
Yeah.
you know, like
upperclassmen.
yeah, they're
probably back.
they're back.
Good point.
They're not home.
When we come back, the spillover is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, Call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
The time is now. Lincoln Marathon and Half Marathon registration is now open, and prices are rising. The sooner you sign up, the less you pay. Set the goal, start training. Register now at lincolnmarathon.org. Race day is May 3rd.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
A new season, a home crowd, a fresh start. Love Nebraska opens its 2026 home schedule on Sunday, January 11th at Baxter Arena, hosting Love Houston in the home opener. First serve is set for 3 p.m., and the excitement starts the moment the doors open. Don't miss the chance to see elite professional volleyball featuring Olympians, All-Americans, national champions, and more as the season officially gets underway. It's opening night, Nebraska. Be there. Get tickets now at lovneb.com/tickets. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If your home isn't delivering the year-round comfort you expect, call the experts at Bryant. Need service? Call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. Bill just showed us the highlight of the end of the Ole Miss Georgia game that me and Sip really feel bad about not watching. And seeing that makes us feel worse that we missed that live.
It ruined the first show of the year.
Ruined the first show.
Our bad, Bill.
Just seeing the guy push out when they push out a stage twice and then push it back off.
Never seen that.
Yeah, I've never. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen that.
Never seen
No,
that
it was
happen.
wild. Bill's right. That was wild.
That was crazy. And there was a nice compilation done by Bleacher Report on that.
Bleacher Report
Did a
was
nice job with that.
If you want to go to see the end of it, go to Twitter and Bleacher.
The summary was good.
Yeah.
So what's the matchup we're looking for tonight, Jake? What do you think? What's got to happen?
Well, I mean,
he doesn't know this.
No, as Sip said, as Sip
I
said,
kind of felt that. That's why I brought it up.
No,
well, we got to run some high pick and roll.
I don't know if it's a particular player.
Try to BS your way through this.
I'll tell you, no.
Triangle and
I'm
two.
trying. All right, here. Nebraska needs more from Rick Mass. Rick Mass was great against Creighton, great against Wisconsin. It was not great the last two games, and again, blowouts against New Hampshire and North Dakota.
Okay.
I think he rises up in big games, and if he can go back to what he was against Creighton and Wisconsin, Nebraska's going to have a great chance to win tonight.
I think that goes.
But
with
I think
that
the whole
Rick.
team just was not really jacked up for those games after the big wins they had. And again, ugly first halves in those wins, but they did finish well. But
this strikes me as two things. You gotta get back on defense, and you can't let them hammer you on the offensive boards. I mean, and that's what you want. I guess that kind of goes back to Rink a little bit. Your big's got to play now. I mean, that this will be tough, but they're favored. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Nebraska wins. I mean, but you got to control those things.
yeah, Nebraska's had slow first halves the last two games out. You can't fall behind by 10,
I don't want to
15
see
points
the
at half.
energy leave the building. That's my biggest thing. I don't want to see the energy leave. The energy.
Don't
going
waste
into
a
this
big
thing,
crowd.
Oh, I got
the
you.
energy is going to be at an epic pace.
It will be.
Early.
That'll help.
It'll help like that.
That
You
helps
just-
a lot.
It
That
just-
helps a lot.
And it really, really helps last 10 minutes of a game
Yes.
where we're 62, 8 minutes to go, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Okay. Now it helps a bunch. I'm looking for defensive stops and rebounds. That the most like that.
Yeah, you got defensive
Defense
boards.
has to travel. Defense has to travel. They have to go. That has to show up every game.
One thing that's not, I'm sure your dad would emphasize it, but you have to close the defensive possession. You have to get the defensive rebound. I mean, that's part of it. That doesn't get emphasized enough.
They had
Al
issues
Schnabel
rebounding
did
against
emphasize it.
Illinois, and they still survived that. Illinois had a great rebounding game against Nebraska, but you can't
You're
lose.
playing with fire there, though.
Offensive board.
There'll have to be an unsung hero. There's got to be somebody that right now
Who would
is
that
the,
be?
give us
Don't
the
say
name.
Sam because
Yeah.
Well,
Sam's
I'd be-
now
you know,
just a staple
Could be
player.
Frager.
Frager.
Frager was not good against Illinois, and they still won that game.
Frager.
Garcia was the unsung hero of that game.
That could be another one.
Garcia or Frager.
Someone's got to go for like 18 that you're
That's
that
Frager.
you're thinking is going to
Be
get
Frager.
is usually going to get 6.
I don't think Garcia can do 18. He had 10 against Illinois.
Somebody's going to get a lot of open looks. Somebody.
Yeah.
And
They got to make them.
They got to make them. They got to be able to make their shots.
By the way, quick plug tonight at the ticket here before the game from 5 to 8.
Tell us.
This is going to be a skate park, not for the public to come skate. We've got a group called the Bowie Boys coming in with Mike Smith, who owns the Bay. He's going to be on the radio from 5 to 7 p.m. and also a skate park from 6 to 8 in here. It's going to be we have a ramp that's going to be set up. You can watch. This is free for you to come down and watch do like some skating in the building.
This is something you could do before the game.
Yes, before the game. Also, it's going to be a vintage market with boutique stuff to buy over by the Mills countertop.
What do you mean vintage market?
You can buy vintage items.
Skateboarding related?
No, like Lincoln boutiques, like people from boutique spots.
Any
in
chance you
Lincoln.
get like an electric football game that means
Possible?
football from
Yes,
the 70s?
Sure. I think
That would be nice to
I think
see.
more clothing likely, but there might be
vintage.
something like that.
Maybe something like with the Partridge Family on it.
That would be fun.
That'd
or
be
something
fun.
that Cassidy would have worn.
Yes.
Like a tight leather jacket.
Be sweet.
Didn't he wear that?
I think he did. Partridge Family was sweet.
You liked it.
Yeah, Danny
I
was
did.
fun. Dan was fun.
Danny had a lot of wisecracks.
Yeah, wisecracks. That was funny. Yeah.
So who was the blonde-haired man that would enter into the
Mr. Kincaid.
Mr.
Kincaid. He was the manager.
He was the
manager.
He was kind of a father.
They drove
figure.
around in a school bus.
Was he a father figure?
Father figure. Yes, he was. We never found it. We never really knew why she was widowed or divorced. We really know what really happened there. If someone could let us know what the storyline was with the Partridge Family.
But I always looked at Kincaid as sort of like a pseudo father.
He was, absolutely.
To the boys.
You never saw Kincaid like, well, he was hammered drunk and
No.
wasn't paying attention to
He
what was
wasn't
going
hitting on Mrs. Park.
No, he wasn't.
He was
at
very
all.
proper.
Very proper.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, check out that tonight from 5 to 7 at the
He
station
never hit
before
on
the game. Also,
to our knowledge, Mr. Kincaid never tried to date Mrs. Partridge.
Last thing, if you want a chance to win 4 tickets to tomorrow night's Nebraska duel against Northern Iowa in wrestling, 6 p.m. on PTM Plus. The first person to tell me what conference Northern Iowa is in on the text line at 464-5685 will win a 4-pack of tickets to
that'll be nice.
Tomorrow night, Nebraska wrestling, Huskers, UNI, 6 p.m. on Big Ten Plus, PTM
The
Plus.
Mangler.
That's it for us. The Drivers X. We'll see you guys next week.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen.